What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. And this podcast is brought to you by Merrick Health. And if you go to merrickhealth.com/RBP, you're going to see two blood panels of mine. One is a guided optimization, and the second is just a blood panel. Now, if you click on just the blood panel, you're going to get everything you need. And at checkout, you're just going to put code RBP, and you'll get that blood panel for $108. So it's a small price to pay to get checked and make sure that you're trending in the right direction and you're healthy so that your body can grow and do what it needs to do while you're bodybuilding. So, guys, get to merrickhealth.com/RBP or just go to merrickhealth.com and use code RBP at checkout. Get the blood panel done, get your health checked, get your hormones checked. Make sure that everything is moving in the right direction so you can keep growing and keep getting better on the way to your goals. What's going on, gentlemen? Paul, how are you?
Let's
see. Oh my God, look at this disgusting display. I look, you know what?
Ungroomed.
I think I look better than Iain right now.
I'm not that hairy.
I'm actually jacked out of my mind right now. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not jacked.
No, I'm actually ridiculously jacked. I'm not lying.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm just fucking huge right now.
Did you get back on the gear?
Your face looks a little fuller.
My natty levels are like 940 right now.
How's the
Pretty
sperm?
impressive.
How's the sperm? Still thick? No, really?
And you know what? You're very humble about it as well.
Yeah. You don't seem to be upset.
I've been training hard, you know?
I don't think you're very jacked. You're big. You're big but mushy.
I'm not mushy at all.
Well, you just showed us. It looks mushy.
I'm hairy and I stuck my gut out at you, but I'm not mushy.
Well, just crunch your abs for a minute and let's see.
Yeah, let's see. Take a look.
That's okay.
Go like this. Go like this. Go like this with your chest.
It's too hairy, you know? Look at that, though. See? Oh, yeah.
Forearms are great.
Yeah, good forearms.
How hard was that 130-pound dumbbell thing you did?
What 130-pound dumbbell thing?
Did you see it? Over. Yeah.
What do you mean? Where is it?
Did you see his video last week? I think you put it up.
On Instagram?
No, it's old, yeah. A week or two ago.
How did I miss this?
When did it start getting heavy?
They're all kind of heavy.
Well, you started at what, 60 pounds?
Oh, yeah, those were light. I mean, it probably starts to get hard after 100. For me.
Where is it?
Go down more. Down. There.
Right there.
Top left. Yeah. And you're trying to rotate them over, kind of working up. We're going to go 60, 80, 110, 120. Let's try.
Is this an arm wrestling thing?
The only thing is I did cheat a bit there is my right hand is supposed to be behind my back.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks...
120 is going to be hard now. Come on. Go. But I do keep my elbow on the ground for all. Come on.
There you go.
Oh. Okay. I'll get 130. We'll try that. Maybe 125. 130 might be a big jump.
Come on. Come on.
I love your audio, Ian.
There you go.
All right, so okay, where the fuck is my thing? Okay, there. All right, so let me ask a question. If I want to try this, I got to keep my arm behind my back?
Well, no, because I did it this way, you should do it my way.
What do you think, Paul? How far will I get?
Nowadays, fuck.
I would be careful doing it, to be honest. I think it's a good way to probably tear your bicep.
I can use I can use my torn bicep already. That way I can't hurt myself.
You can get 110.
I don't know, Ian. I've lost
elbow has to stay on the ground.
Arm has to stay flat on it, yeah.
Oh,
until the dumbbell starts to teeter, and then obviously you can just tip it over.
Right.
But to get it over, you have to keep your arm on the ground, yeah.
Paul, you got pretty good forearms. You should do it.
They look okay, but they're not strong.
I've been doing the last week since I went and hung out with Devin Laird. I've been doing fucking just mad wrist curls.
He's got you pumped, eh?
Dude, I can wrist curl like 100-pound dumbbell now.
Oh my God! Look at this guy.
Keep doing that.
Wait, hold on a minute. Just hold on a minute. This guy covered his six head with a bandana.
Gaetano
Cisternino.
I love it.
¿Cómo está?
Guy sent me a picture of his hair last week. I couldn't stop fucking laughing. It's so great.
I think his hair looks fine.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
Yeah, it's hard.
Look at the forehead on this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's mad I don't have the fucking...
A forehead is a masculine trait, Fouad.
Yeah.
No, it's not. are you talking about?
Who has forehead goes like this?
Yeah, mine goes all the way back. What are you laughing at, Paul? Your forehead's fucking.
I got a cool vein in mine though, right here when I laugh too hard.
That's what happens when your blood pressure is 160 over 110.
It's fine, Ian. I know it looks like I have high blood pressure, but it's fine.
There's no chance that blood pressure is fine.
It's fine. I'm telling you. I check it all. Well, I don't check it all the time.
No, you don't check
He
it.
checks it
I
twice
haven't
a year,
checked
and
it
that's
since
all the time.
2019.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, biannual.
Biannual.
What's going on, guy? How you been?
How are you, buddy? I called Fouad today. We were talking, and I could tell he was trying to rush me off the phone. And I'm like, you're just rushing me off the phone because you want to talk on the podcast. You don't want to tell me anything tonight.
Well, because if we talk on the phone at a couple hours from now, and then we talk on the podcast, I'm not going to ask you anything because I already heard it all.
Yeah.
So it's like this way. It's fresh. It's fresh conversation.
I get it.
We're catching up.
The authenticity here.
Me and James literally don't talk. We only talk on the podcast.
Yeah.
And we call it when I say, "Do you want to do the podcast?" I don't say, "Do you want to do the podcast?" I say, "Hey, do you want to catch up?" He's like, "Yeah, okay." and then we talk and we catch up. That's how it is.
That's the key word: catch up and podcast.
Yeah, it's like because that's what we're doing.
Mention that.
Hey, Ian.
We just watched him do the dumbbell thing.
I watched it today with on his knee.
Are you going to do
No,
it?
he's talking about me with Devin Larrett.
No. I'm talking about the dumbbells. Ian doing the dumbbells.
The dumbbell flip.
The dumbbell flip.
Oh, I saw that. Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turning it
Yeah,
over.
other way.
You got like 130.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 130. I think if I'm fresh, I could do that 135, but I've done a lot before.
Hey, guy, let's add that to the Special Olympics.
To the TRT Olympics?
Oh, yeah, it's not the Special Olympics. Sorry.
Yeah, retard strength. They can do no problem.
Yeah. Maybe do 200.
Right. No problem.
I'm gonna spit that right out when you said.
What was our Olympics called again? The Bro Chat Olympics or the TRT Olympics? What
TRT Olympics.
I have the poster downstairs in my garage.
Let's add it to the TRT Olympics. Me, you, and Paul got to try
Dumbbell
it.
flip.
Yeah.
And then me and Ian got our 20-yard dash.
No. That's
20
not.
yard.
That's
Why
not.
is it so short now?
Paul shortened it to 20 yards.
Okay, well, if you're doing 20 yards, then I'm doing 20 yards also.
No. You got to give him 15 yards. He's doing 10. He's
7.
gonna. Yeah.
He's doing.
I'll do
So wait,
13.
You're doing 13 yards, and I'm doing 20.
Yeah. There's not enough time for you to catch me.
Oh,
I don't
I've
think.
seen you jog on a treadmill.
I know.
It's bad.
But
dude.
if I got
It's
that
so
much of a
bad.
head start, I don't think he can catch me.
You know what's really funny about that guy? Paul didn't realize how unathletic he was until he posted the video, and everybody reminded him how unathletic he
You were
was.
running like you had cement shoes on.
Yeah, it feels so smooth when I'm doing it. Well, not smooth, I shouldn't say, but it feels athletic somewhat when I'm doing it. And then when I watch the video, my knees barely break.
Might be the most unathletic thing.
I gotta admit though, he's not wrong. Like I remember, like I was running next to him, and I think I was running at 7 or 8 miles per hour, and I thought I was flying. I'm like, I'm fucking. This
7 or 8 is pretty fast.
I know,
Yeah.
but I felt like I was running like that Ashton guy, like that black dude that like sprints. I'm like, oh, this is gonna look great.
No,
Yeah,
he's
I'm like, you
running
look
like,
great, Fouad. I'm looking at
he's
him.
running like
You look awesome, man.
16, 18 miles an hour.
And then I look at the video and I'm like, it barely looks like I'm fucking jogging. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
That's
here?
like that after I watch a boxing video. I'm in there. I'm like swinging. I feel like I'm moving fast. I'm watching a video. I'm like, really?
That happened to me, dude. That happened to me too. When we were going to jujitsu. I'm like,
Yeah.
I told Travis, our coach, I'm like, I'm gonna film this one. So he lets me put him in a move. I'm like, oh, I think that was pretty smooth. I look at the video afterwards. It's the choppiest, like shittiest fucking jujitsu ever.
Yeah.
Cleaning my camera.
Have you guys ever tried a yoga class?
Once.
Yes, Paul. That's show 2005.
Well, I tried one a couple times, and
Guy
get
looks
both
like with that
moves.
fucking headband like he did one this morning.
Yeah, he does. Where's your mat?
Listen, everybody gets mad that I got hair and I wear a hat all the time. So I fucking was like, I'll buy some headbands. I wear a headband once in a while. I get chastised for that.
I think
I
the
like
headband,
it.
I
You
think the
you
headband
guys
looks
think I
good.
could rock that? Rock the headband?
Yeah, you're young, Ian. You can rock anything.
By the way,
Not that young, Paul.
undefeated best candy ever. By the
Paul,
way.
why do you suck Ian's dick all the time?
I don't suck his dick. He's just a young man. Young
As it
Byron.
tastes. I have the
young
same
man.
one. You gonna wear
No,
it?
I'm 35.
You
now.
literally suck Ian's dick on every podcast.
No, I'm just a little bit jealous of the age. That's all.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ian. That's gonna be etched in my
Look at that
memory.
little fucking
Tonight.
piece of deal.
Yeah.
All right.
What is that,
let's
Fouad?
see.
Quick, you gotta make hostile ones.
You look like you're trying to be a fucking.
That was good, bro. I like that. Why do you have it? It looks like you have a deodorant stain on your headband.
I don't know why that's
You gotta. I think you need to tuck your ears in it though.
Fuck you,
better.
Ian.
No, not you, Fuad.
No,
Oh,
it's good. Now
okay, I love you,
I got
man.
the headphones on. No. Paul, go
Because
get
you
a
got the hair to
I
create
don't have one.
a
go get a headband.
contrast.
I don't have
Not
it.
bad. Ian, you can't tell me this isn't bad.
No, it's great.
Just Paul. This is just a t-shirt sleeve. Just go rip
Hang
a
on.
t-shirt sleeve.
Hang on, I do got one. I'll be
Yeah,
back.
Okay.
Well, no, now I don't have one. I feel fucking left out.
Go rip off a sleeve.
Go rip off a sleeve off his t-shirt.
Oh, I'm not that strong.
If you could fucking do this with 130s, you can rip off a fucking sleeve.
Other way,
tough.
guy. Other way, guy. You're gonna break your wrist. This way.
Sure, right.
So what's going on? What's new? I'm
Tore
talking.
my quad again. Besides that,
Oh yeah. How bad?
yeah,
How bad is it? Bad.
worst one it's that I've had.
Where did
What'd
you
you
tear
do?
it? In the belly of the muscle or like in the
Yeah,
insertion?
the belly of the inside. My left teardrop on the inside, like
Yeah, I've done that. I've done that.
fucking vertical leg. I pulled myself up the statins. I called the cardiologist. I'm getting a new cardiologist. I'm done.
Okay, hold on. Before we get way crazy with the cardiologist and the statins, I'm trying to figure out how bad this injury is. Is it like can you see a divot? Is there bruising? Like,
Yep. There was a little bruise. Dude, I tore my quad 5 times. I got a hole every time. And this one was a little bruised.
oh no, listen,
Bruise.
I've said this before on the podcast. People that say if you didn't bruise, you didn't tear anything.
Oh, that's
True.
It's
bullshit.
completely
I have
false.
fucking holes in my legs.
I have a 12 centimeter tear from the insertion of my hamstring. Never
Yeah.
bruised. Never bruised.
I've seen
But
like
then you have somebody like Nick who tore his hamstring,
Yeah.
barely had the divot, and he bruised like he got the shit kicked out of him.
I mean, it's the same with Chris. Chris has had like small tears in like the belly of his bicep, not even like a actual tear. Fucking things will bruise, and then it's like you'll tear your hamstring, and it's like nothing.
Yeah.
Is this live?
No.
Okay.
I'm recording. No, I don't. It's too late right now to do live.
That's what you land on with the headband.
This is a fucking Harlem Globetrotter.
Globetrotters. That's
This
exactly what I
fucking
was going to say.
That's the best one. That's the best one.
This is the Harlem Globetrotters fucking mascot,
Oh my
I bought
god.
it to play basketball with the kids.
Amazing.
Ravioli
Oh my
Paul the
God.
mascot.
You gotta beat that. You gotta find
Yeah,
something worse
Ian,
than
you
that.
gotta go find something.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Am I
Find
doing?
something. Go get a pair of like Melissa's underwear and tie it around your head.
Oh my god, I actually have a pair. I'm in Florida and I went to put on a pair of pants and a pair of her underwear had like got stuck in the laundry from it, so I do have a pair of her underwear here.
Oh,
There
I
you
thought
go.
you were gonna say something really sweet, like I
Ian,
bring a
you
pair of
gotta
underwear with
convince-
me everywhere I go.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
that's
gotta
what I thought you were going to say.
You got to convince Fouad to come to the 1-year anniversary. I was talking to Mike Warner trying to get him to convince Fouad to get
What's
flown
the-
in.
What's the date again?
May 18th, Sunday, day after New York Pro.
I
Oh,
can't.
what? What's this?
I can't. I'm going to my racing school is the 20th.
I'll pay for your racing school if you come.
It's
I can go.
it's $2,000.
Okay.
What the fuck? You're going without me?
Why, you want to go? Look at that headband. That's underwear.
Bro, we
looks
talked
good.
about going 100 times.
You got to drop it, man. You got to put on skin.
Yeah, we got to see it.
Put on skin. Now, yeah, push your egg.
Melissa's gonna kill me for this.
Yeah.
It looks like a legging.
Yeah, it doesn't look like underwear.
It
All
might
right.
be. I don't really know what it is.
It's some type of undergarment.
Should I give it a sniff live on air or what?
Oh, I probably would have already before I put it on my
Walk it
head.
down.
I already did. That's why I went off camera.
Yeah, that was the first thing I would have did.
Yeah.
He's
I
like,
just went,
Just waft it this way.
yo, I actually look pretty fucking cool.
yeah, I think you can pull the headband off.
See, you can pull anything off.
Especially with the
Shut
hair. I can
up.
like kind
He's
of.
young.
Paul.
Fouad. Paul, shut up.
I know
He's
what's
young.
wrong with you, man.
Paul, what do you consider young at this point?
He's 35 years old, man.
Yeah, that's a young man.
Yeah.
The best years of his life ahead of him.
He's got
still.
35. What, you're 45?
46. 46.
Paul, you're 72?
Yeah. Close. every week he gets older. I said
But,
last week I said he was 62.
He's like Paul's like dog years.
I know. Every week I get like 4 more years older.
All
Hey,
right.
what's going on May 18th?
Raw's 1-year anniversary of Raw Athletic Club gym down here.
Oh,
No.
No.
well, what's Guy talking about?
Ian just totally hijacked.
Ian. That's
What are you
my
talking about?
1-year anniversary. It's my 1-year anniversary at my gym.
Oh, is it? I'm going to be in town, Guy.
Oh, Raw's is the same weekend. I thought you were
Really?
talking
Is
about
it really? I thought you
Yeah.
were joking.
No, that's why I thought he was talking about.
No, I have Regan's coming, Nick, Branch, Jay,
Yeah.
Maureen Blanchard. I forgot to say her name. Blanchado. The one that
Blanquisco?
Blanquisco, Laura Lee, Sean Clarita. I got Antoine's coming.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a minute. Stop promoting your shit for a second. If all of those people are going to be at your gym, who the fuck is going to the Raw appearance? Just Chris? I mean, I guess that's all you need.
I mean,
well, I don't know. Maybe I have the dates wrong, or maybe they're not even having an event. I could have just made that up.
I think you just you just made
you're
that
trying
up.
to hijack my event.
Because I think Guy opened his gym before Chris.
Yeah. Well, no. Raw opened in, I think, June or July, because I was down.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Chris's new gym. Opened after your gym opened.
Yeah.
Well, Chris is just a private gym. That's not a gym.
No. I mean the one they did that you went to. The fucking
yeah. I was there for that. That was in June or July. When was it in?
I don't remember, man.
It was in the summer.
Look, Ian just making stuff up. You know, I actually said this to Paul the other day. We were talking about Ian. And I said, be careful what you listen to, because Ian just says things with a really confident tone. Sometimes it's full of shit.
Like what?
Like what you just did.
Okay, let me give a little context here.
Checkmate.
Let me give some context. I was at the headquarters today.
Yeah.
And Dan Vella was like, or someone was like, can you come down, or do you want to come down for the opening? For the 1 year anniversary of the gym. And I'm pretty sure he said it was the week after Pittsburgh.
No.
That's New York.
Oh, that's the same weekend. That's the same week as New York Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the May 17th, 18th weekend.
Yes.
So that's why I'm thinking that when he was saying gym 1 year, I'm like, they had just said to me what I thought was 1 week after the Pittsburgh Pro, which would be that same date he said.
But hold on a minute. Do you see the difference in tone? Now he's explaining why maybe he's right, but he's not sure. Previously, he was like, I know I'm right.
Zooming right in there.
So that's why I said be careful, because sometimes he just says shit. And then he has to qualify it later.
You know what? It's something I learned, that when you say something, you just got to say it with authority.
You got to just bring it. Yeah, you got to bring it.
It's one of the best ways to trick people into thinking you're smart, is just to say it as if you're 100% sure.
100%.
You know?
Took me a couple years to learn that you do this, but I know that you do this now. So when you say things,
my wife would say it's one of my worst traits.
Super confident without knowledgeable.
I find it endearing.
It's like I'm like Paul. I'm always a little bit right, but sometimes
that's all that matters. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Say what you just said, Paul.
I find it endearing.
Okay.
Paul, I'm
gonna beat my head off a wall in a minute.
I'm getting a little bit of a half chub here, Paul. You better keep going.
Hey, Guy, I'm gonna be in town May 18th. Want me to come?
Why?
I'm judging New York Pro.
Dude, absolutely, dude.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I was wondering why I didn't get invited.
Hold on. In all fairness, I told Fouad, I figured you guys would come as a crew. I told Fouad I'd invite
you got to tell me. Fouad hasn't told me this stuff.
I'm sorry. Okay, well,
it's not that I didn't tell you this stuff. It's because I wasn't going and I forgot you were judging.
All right.
That's why.
That's actually a big deal. You're judging that show, Paul. That's awesome.
I'm happy. I'm very happy about it.
Congratulations.
Maybe I'll make the rip down, because that's drivable for me. Like, obviously, if I go to Raw, I got to fly,
Maybe
how far is it? Was it like 7 hours?
I don't know. Someone look this up for me. I don't know how far it is. I don't even know where you are.
I'll look it up.
Just Bethlehem. Well, my house or the gym, Bethlehem, PA.
Ottawa to Bethlehem, PA. I'm going to say 7 hours and 48 minutes.
I'm thinking 5.5.
No, longer than that.
6 hours and 17 minutes.
That's actually not bad at all.
That's not bad at all. I could do that. Yeah, I'll rip down.
I'm probably driving to Pittsburgh. That's like Pittsburgh's like 5.5. I'm
driving to Pittsburgh too. That's 8 for me.
1 second. Let me check.
But I'm not driving alone. I'm driving down with my buddy. So.
Oh, cool.
What day are you guys going down to Pittsburgh?
I'm going Friday night.
I'm on Friday.
I'm flying in Friday from Mexico.
Nobody said this stupid thing was in my ear this whole time.
I'm going on Thursday. So.
1 second here. Come on.
Fouad, you said you're going to Pittsburgh, right?
I'm 8 hours and 37. I'm 8 hours and 37 minutes, Guy. Maybe I'll ride my motorcycle.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll ride there and show up.
Okay, well, if you ride there, I'll ride my bike there, and then we can ride together.
What do you mean? We're going to be there then.
Yeah, but I'm like, after we're done there, then we can ride,
Yeah, there's probably some good riding around there, actually.
Yeah, there is.
We'll just
hit 75 deer on the way.
Yeah.
Be careful about my house. I've already hit.
Bro, it's so bad near your house. It's crazy.
Your house is bad. Yeah.
Horrible.
That's worse than even where I live in Ontario, which is like one of the worst places for deer. I see way more near you than
I've been here 8.5 years and I've already hit 2. And my my Porsche got totaled.
The one time we were there, like we were driving through at night, I must have seen 25 deer in 10
I remember that
every night.
Really?
Yeah.
Crazy. Yeah.
Huh.
And with Fouad behind the wheel with that many deer, that's a scary time.
Fouad hits a deer going that fast, he's gonna fucking disintegrate the
Let's
thing.
go right through it. Let's go right.
Gonna
That's
Yeah, I
my
guess if you're
plan.
doing that, you might as well just go faster.
Yeah,
You know,
let's go right through it. That's the
Gonna
point.
make a dent in that local deer population.
Yeah.
I got a lot of riding in this week, Fouad. Though I've had Dan's bike all week, so I've been riding here in Florida all week. It's been nice.
It's finally nice here. It's been like 20,
Yeah.
20 degrees plus every
Yeah,
day.
it's
I've
been
out.
29 to 30, zero rain the whole time I've been in Florida,
Yeah.
which is like uncommon for Florida.
Yeah.
It's been fucking beautiful. I've just like ridden.
If you're gonna
every
say
day.
you're in Florida, you should use fucking Fahrenheit so everybody understands what you're talking about.
It's like
75.
75, yeah.
But that's
Oh, okay,
it.
that's
It was,
nice.
it was 82 here today. In
No,
Jersey.
I'm talking in where Fouad is.
Oh,
Oh,
it was
Here,
more like 80
it's
today.
it's like 100. You know,
yeah,
right.
already.
Does it get like super warm there in the summers?
Yeah, gets
it gets
humid.
100.
Yeah.
Well over 100.
Yeah, it'll get 32, 35. So I mean, 100, 105.
well over 100.
Well, with the
Don't
humidex,
Oh my!
some of those.
That doesn't count though, because if you count Florida's humidex, it's like 170, Paul. You know,
Ooh, I've
Yeah,
never heard
right.
anybody say humidex. I
That's
usually
just Paul fancies. Paul fancies.
only Canadians say the dumb shit like humidex and wind chill and like these fucking
Paul-
nonsense. You know,
barometers.
Paul fancies himself a weatherman.
Yeah,
So,
a bit of a weather
he
expert,
also fancies,
amateur weatherman.
he also fancies himself a geography major, which he's very bad
which I've
at.
proven many times.
No,
No.
fucking dude. We're gonna play some geography.
Yeah, I
I-
smoked
When I
it.
hate when people,
Yeah.
when I tell people I'm a history major, they're like, "Oh, what's a capital?" And I'm like, "That's not history. What?" The
You're a history major guy? I didn't know that.
yeah, I went to school to be a history teacher.
Really? I'm a history buff.
No, you're
Love it.
not. No, you're
I am.
not.
Fouad. I read all the time.
You know,
about
you're the
history.
cockiest, not cocky person I know.
I'm telling you,
You're like you basically are the most humble person
It's so
I know.
weird. It's such
that
a
says-
contradiction.
That's like I know everything.
I know. I don't think
I know
everything.
about the weather. I know about.
So he's
geography.
similar to Ian. Maybe that's why he likes him.
Yeah.
No. But you know why? Because they both know a little bit about everything. But Paul wishes he could speak with the authority that Ian has.
Yeah. But that's
I'm
because
not
I
as
actually do
articulate
know
as you.
more than Paul, so I speak with a little more authority. you know?
But I'm older and I'm wiser, and I'm probably a little bit more well read than you, Ian.
Imagine when I'm your age,
You're
though, Paul.
definitely
I'll be
you're-
fucking so smart, it'll be outrageous.
He
You're
is
definitely,
Provided you continue to grow along that path. That
Paul,
doesn't
you're
mean you're going
definitely
to.
more. You're definitely more well read because your face is bright. Right.
Good guy. That's a good one, guy.
All right.
tan.
So wait, what are you? So you're a history buff too? I didn't know this.
Yeah, I love history.
Okay, let's figure out how good of a history buff you are.
What kind of history? World history or U.S. history?
Dude, now,
No,
if you
world.
ask me now, I probably don't know shit because I haven't studied history since college. I never did anything with it.
Yeah.
I substitute taught for a year. I was gonna teach, and then I got into doing finance with mortgages, and I never looked back.
I bet outside of the United States, I bet I know more about history than Paul.
I don't agree. Outside of the U.S., I bet.
Hey,
But you're
all
about to
right.
get te-
Okay,
Paul,
okay, stop.
you're about to get tested.
Stop. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do world conflicts.
Just shut up. I'm going to ask you some U.S. history trivia.
No, not U.S., non-U.S.
No, I don't know U.S. either.
Okay. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? World history. Okay, ready?
Yes, but like conflicts mainly.
No,
Can we see the screen? Are you going to
Yes,
show
you
us
know-
options? Or
no. I'm just going to read it. Listen, you know what's funny about this guy?
he's so
When
specific.
he says I know something, it's got to be only the thing he knows. Like if you say
it's
if he
so
says
narrow.
if he says I know geography, he's like, okay, but only like major cities.
Only major
Wow.
cities in Idaho. You know?
Well, you guys start pulling these fucking countries out of your ass that no one's
I
heard
asked
of.
countries
Guess what
out of
the
my
capital
ass.
of it is.
Guy, I asked him where Croatia was.
But
He's like,
that's
what is
knowing geography, Paul, is knowing all geography.
Yeah, I guess, but I mean,
All right,
some-
ready? I gotta
no
give
one
you
knows
some.
the
I'm gonna give you some easy ones here.
Okay, so I'm not going to try and talk over each other. So just ask Paul a few, and then we'll go from there.
Okay,
No, just say your name.
okay,
Just
My
say your
name?
name. Say your name, and then I'll decide who said it first.
okay.
Who? What is the longest wall in the world?
Great Wall of China.
Paul, you didn't say his name.
But he
See,
got
it
it.
doesn't work with Ian because he just blurts out the answers. He doesn't say his name. He doesn't play properly.
Too slow,
So
Paul.
it doesn't. It
You
doesn't.
gotta say your name, Ian.
Yes,
Ian, Great Wall of China. You still didn't say the answer, Paul.
I knew it though. I just didn't get a chance to.
Okay, let's go again. Ready?
Yeah,
Who gave financial backing to Christopher Columbus to explore the New World?
Paul,
Spain.
Paul.
King of Spain, King of Spain, King of Spain.
I don't know if this is. It's you're half right.
What do you mean half right? Who else gave it?
Well,
to him?
because you didn't say his name. It's King.
Ferdinand.
It's Ferdinand. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huh? No.
Wait.
I knew that too. That doesn't count.
You didn't answer first. Shut up.
I said Spain first.
You said you'd let me answer the first few. You weren't going to
He
say
said-
no.
Okay,
but-
fine. I'll shut up.
No, but he said his name, so he gets to answer. And then
I
you-
won't answer so that Paul gets the chance to answer, so we can actually see.
How about
who
you
knows.
guys just raise your hand when you know the answer?
I'll be too fast to know all the answers, so Paul won't get to answer any, so we won't even know if he's good.
Well, actually, he just beat you to that one, but you didn't.
I
Play
said Spain
broke the
before he
rules
said
again.
anything.
you didn't
broke
say
the
your
rules.
name.
Still
That
beat
was-
him to it.
He did that with the first question too.
I know.
I still got both of them right.
But you didn't play the game by the rules, Ian.
Okay, ready?
Okay, Paul, this is you. Go for it.
Okay, thank you.
What is considered the largest empire in history?
Oh, that's easy, Paul. Come on.
That is easy.
Roman.
No.
No?
No.
China.
Huh? What is that, Ian?
China.
No.
Oh, is it the Ottoman Empire?
No. Guy, go ahead.
I think it's the Mongolian Empire, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, he's right.
Mongol.
Okay, yeah, that's like Genghis Khan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Mongol, whatever. I was
Okay.
close.
So Paul,
Okay.
you're 1-1.
Yep. Don't make my questions harder than Ian's. I
I'm
know
just
you tend to
asking.
do
I'm
this.
going in a row here. Okay, just as a list.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Mongol came to my mind, but for some reason I said China.
What year did the French Revolution start?
Oh.
Paul.
Paul's like,
What?
this is the kind of
Okay,
history. This is the kind of history I
um,
don't know.
1759.
Close. No.
No. Go ahead, guy. Go ahead, guy.
1789.
Oh, he's got it.
I was close. You got to give me a little credit for
I
that.
said you were close. I
You're
said I
30
literally said
You're
you were
30
close.
years off. You can't be like 30 years
That's
off.
pretty good. He's close. Yeah.
That's
but-
pretty good.
How
Yeah, thank
hard
you.
is that? It's in the
That's
1700s.
hard. That's you didn't know what it was.
Fuck off. You got it wrong. That's you're 1 and 2.
I didn't know that one.
You know why?
I'll submit. I didn't know that.
You know why? Because I hate when you say you know shit and you get everything fucking wrong.
I just watched something on Napoleon recently,
Well,
so I was
you
aware
did-
of the time frame
You didn't collect the information properly. Ready?
to retain it properly. Yeah.
Retain. Okay. What event is commonly believed to have sparked World War One?
Oh, it was an assassination of the king of. I thought it was Spain, wasn't it?
No.
King
I'll
of.
give you another chance.
It's a Duke, isn't it? Or like a.
Yeah, I think Ian's right. I think it was a Duke.
Well, good that you got help now. Okay, we'll give you
Duke
we'll give you a 0.5. How about that?
Okay.
Wait, did he get it?
He says the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of
Yeah,
Austria.
Franz Ferdinand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Of Austria, not Spain. So I'll give
I
you
have
half.
like three
I'll give you
quarters
half.
right
I'll give you
there.
half a point.
Paul. Okay. What was the main cause of the Civil War? What was the main cause of the Civil War? What was it over?
The Civil War? Was it not slavery?
States' rights.
No, it was slavery.
Yeah, which was states' rights.
No.
Okay.
That was a big debate.
I'm doing
in
pretty
my-
good here.
That was a big debate when I was in college.
You're doing okay. You're 1.5 to 2. Okay.
I don't claim that I know the exact points of every historic moment. Well, no, a
Oh,
little bit.
yeah, okay, but hold on a minute, please. Can we just please words
Focus.
matter? Words matter, okay? You can't
Okay,
be
you're
like
right.
you can't be like I'm a history buff and then be like kinda.
Yes.
It's an oxymoron.
Okay, maybe
You say-
buff
Right,
was
you
too
need to make a
strong.
hostile. You need
If
to
you
make
say-
a hostile shirt that says "Words matter" on the back.
If you say I'm a history buff, then I assume you know everything.
Okay, maybe not buff. Maybe buff was too strong.
I'll give him at least that, like, you know, with the French Revolution or this one, he had the premise right.
Yeah,
so, like,
he's
the
there, he's
knowledge
close.
is there.
Yeah, so you could say what I would say is
I have a strong interest in history.
I have an interest in history.
Yes.
Exactly.
That would be more accurate.
All
Probably.
right, Paul, let's keep going. Who was
Okay.
the last czar of Russia?
Oh, I know it.
Oh, I do know this too.
5, 4,
Nicholas.
3.
Nicholas, Ian's right.
No, Ian got it. Fuck off.
Uh,
Paul.
I wouldn't have. It would have took me some time to remember that.
Okay.
Well,
Paul, how many Celtic languages are still spoken today?
See, that's not history though.
Okay,
That's,
fine.
uh,
Skip it. Fine.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 5.
6.
It's right around 5. Yeah, there you go.
Did you just guess?
I knew it was
or-
like 5 or
Wait,
6. Yeah.
Paul, did you just guess or did you have any idea?
Well, I was thinking of the different regions of Ireland. And
Ask
so
them
they
to name-
probably each
Wait.
have-
I want to hear this explanation. Go ahead.
No, I'm just bullshitting my way through.
ask him to name them.
No,
The
no.
different regions of Ireland.
No, the languages that are still spoken.
Oh,
All right. Let's
Okay,
move
look.
on. That one's not really history. We'll move on.
No.
Yeah.
In what year did Libya gain independence from Italy?
Ooh.
Paul, you should
I
know
have,
this.
no, I have no idea.
I'm gonna say early 19th century. Probably. I'm gonna say pre-World War One,
No.
post World War One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna say but pre-World War Two, obviously.
No. No.
It's like the 50s or 60s, right?
51.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It was that there. I didn't know that. Okay.
I know you didn't. I know you
got
didn't
me on
know
that one. I know some Libyan history, but I don't know. I didn't know when they were.
Where did Albert Einstein live before moving to the United States?
Uh,
Come on, it's an easy one.
England.
Germany.
Germany, Paul.
Yes, Germany.
Who is commonly credited with creating the first printing press? That's not really.
That's
skip
not-
it.
yeah,
skip it.
come
Skip it. Skip it. During
Is that
which
Henry Ford?
wait, no, it's Johannes Gutenberg.
Oh, Gutenberg, yeah. Gutenberg press, yeah.
Okay, this one's a good one. This one's a good one, Paul. During which war was the Christmas truce called?
That was one of the Israeli wars, wasn't it?
No,
World War II.
no.
Go back. Go back. Go back -1, I think.
World War One.
Yes.
There it goes.
Okay, Paul. What was the code name for the German invasion of the Soviet Union during World War II?
Oh,
Blitzkrieg.
fuck.
Blitzkrieg.
No.
No, it's
Paul, your history sucks, dude.
I don't know the proper terminology they
fuck.
use.
I can't remember this
Okay,
one.
fine, Paul. We'll by the way, that's Operation Barboza.
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that either.
Here's one for you, Paul. When did the Mexican Revolution start?
Oh God.
Paul,
18th century.
Paul, you said you were world.
I got a really easy one for you. Who was the first ruler of the Mongol Empire?
Genghis Khan.
Okay, there you go.
Genghis Khan.
Here's
Also responsible for responsible for the most mass murders in history.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah. The last one. If you get it right, we'll keep going. If not, we're done.
Okay.
What year did India gain independence from Britain?
Oh, that was pretty recent.
Was it really?
Well, 19th century. 20th
Paul,
century.
everything you've been saying has been almost the 19th century.
I don't fucking know.
I'll give you a hint. It was before. I think it was before the year that you said earlier.
It was after World War One, I think, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. 1932.
1947.
Oh, yeah. It's okay.
All right.
We should do the monuments again so I can fucking kill Paul again.
The monuments.
I want to show you guys a few things. I've saved a few things for today because I thought were very interesting. I wanted to show you guys. Check this out.
Mood swings and melancholy were taken by
1 second here. How do I start this thing over?
Just refresh it.
and depression were treated in the past. Women who experienced mood swings and melancholy were taken by their husbands to the doctor, who diagnosed them with a condition known at the time as hysteria, which, interestingly, comes from the Greek word hystera, meaning uterus, and is now recognized as anxiety. In the doctor's office, treatment was promptly initiated, which was nothing more than a pelvic massage aimed at achieving hysterical paroxysm, now normalized as orgasm, but at the time believed to reposition the uterus to its correct place. So many women repeatedly sought consultations and requested this treatment for hysteria that doctors became exhausted by the end of the day. Because of this, they invented a vibratory device to perform the treatment more quickly, eliminating the need for manual intervention by the doctor, and that's how the vibrator was born. At the time, it was known as a healing artifact, owned only by the nobility. Later, however, for some reason, it became extremely popular among women, turning into a product labeled as sinful and losing the context of its original creation. This was how anxiety and depression were treated.
Wait, can't Google. Wait,
I've heard this before about hysteria.
Isn't that
Really?
crazy?
I thought mass hysteria was something that was fake that you made up and made everybody believe, and then they perceived it to be true.
Well, that's just using the word in a different context.
Right?
Okay, hold on a minute. Is it crazy that women would go
Yes.
to doctors and doctors would like if so
finger
your
bang
wife,
them.
so your wife would go to the doctor and he would finger blast her for half an hour and send her home.
So that's why they act crazy all the time.
What the fuck?
Who would have been a doctor back then for sure.
Yeah.
I would have for sure. I would have for sure been like, I want to be a doctor. Okay.
Come on,
They're all
If
exhausted.
Fouad had been sticking his fist up there.
Yeah.
Here's another one for you. Check this one out. This one's very disgusting.
I got to see your Explorer page.
Paramedic, I picked up a patient, male, 27 years of age, unconscious. His female partner said they were shrimping right before he passed out. I
What's
don't
this
know what
again?
it is.
Just
I
watch.
looked at the definition of shrimping.
Oh, yeah.
It's where a man ejaculates into a woman's rectum. I'm gonna stop.
He's all
This
bashful.
guy real doctor.
Ejaculates into a woman's rectum, then inserts a straw and sucks out the semen and blows it back into her mouth.
I'm gonna go throw up.
Oh, Why would you do that?
Fuck,
You wouldn't
dude.
do that?
No.
Okay, how many?
What's
Okay,
that about
show of hands. Who would do that?
Oh, Ian, of course.
I probably. I'm. Can I do half? Can I do like?
You
You
would
want
do
your
it,
you
Fred.
want your own jizz in your mouth?
I said
Yeah,
maybe.
I
I
don't
said
give a
maybe.
fuck about having my jizz in my mouth.
You're
Oh, yeah,
My
I'm a
jizz.
dude
I don't
guy.
want your jizz in my mouth. I don't care about my own.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
like
know.
giving yourself, but that's like giving yourself a blowjob.
But hold on a
Right,
minute.
kind of.
Definitely do that if I could.
Okay, hold on a minute.
we went down this rabbit hole already. I'm not doing this again.
Okay, wait a minute. It's not just about having the cum in your mouth. You got to suck it out of her ass through a straw.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna do fucking anal, you're gonna give that a good cleaning out, anyways. You know.
What do you mean?
It's not the point that there's going to be shit there. What I'm saying is like, it's like going through a straw, and it's like it's different. It's like
particles.
yeah, like I don't know. Like
You're gonna get sick.
Paul just says particles.
It would be pretty fun to say you've done that at least once. You know.
No, I don't think that's fun at all to say that.
I do.
Paul, in what world would you do that?
There'd have to be a
But
lot of money on the line.
So when I
A lot of
talked to
money.
you earlier, my nephew was like asking me about podcasts. So I said sometimes we do live. Sometimes he's 8. What did he just text me?
I'm trying to find your podcast, but I can't find it. Why not?
We're not live.
Paul.
Yeah.
In what scenario would you do that?
There's got to be some serious money on the table.
So
Is it-
Rihanna's there. She's
I
like,
was just going to
"Paul,
say that.
I want you to suck your cum out of my ass.
Rihanna.
Oh, Rihanna. Well, she's had a kid now.
Okay, before she had a kid, Paul.
No, there had to be money involved.
So even
Like what,
even if
10K?
Rihanna, wait.
Double my pension.
Hold on a minute. No, this is bullshit. You see Rihanna at a bodybuilding show. She's like, Paul, I've been thinking about you. I want you to fuck me in the ass,
I
but
want you to shrimp me.
you got to shrimp me.
Who's Rihanna, the singer?
Yes.
Ella,
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming I'm not married here in this scenario.
You're single.
Or anything.
You're single in the
Oh,
scenario.
Paul, you're such a pussy. Answer the question.
Hey, I got to make sure, guy. It's Rihanna.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're not going to say
I know.
no.
Yeah, I know. I got to go down the history books for that.
Yeah.
Especially
You're
if I
gonna-
tell everybody.
And it's going to be even a bigger history book, like check mark if you're like, I shrimped her as well.
Well, I don't think I would tell everyone that part of the story.
Why? You're going to spit it
Why?
back. You're spitting it
do
back
that
into
and
her
leave
mouth.
that. Yeah, you can't do that.
Oh,
and
that's
leave that
true.
part of
You
the
know what?
story
That's
out.
like then you're coming in her ass and then in her mouth. It's like
Yeah.
Like a twofer.
yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
For someone
not
like
something
that,
I-
I might even suck someone else's cum out of her ass. You know,
Okay, you got too far.
like Dua Lipa or someone. No, I'd suck anybody's cum out of her ass.
Dua
You know?
See, this is what.
Okay, Dua Lipa looks like a tranny. Okay,
I thought,
that's why I like her.
I thought he said Wiz Khalifa.
might as well be. Fuck.
I'd suck Wiz Khalifa's jizz out of Dua Lipa's ass. You know,
Paul.
Now, however, I do got to say that scenario though, what I would do instead of stripping her, I would, because it's Rihanna and she's got a lot of money and she's famous.
Yeah.
I would want that semen to say, hopefully get into the vaginal area and maybe her pregnant.
that's not
That's what I'd be hoping for.
so then you suck it out of her ass and spit it into her vagina.
shoot it.
Okay,
into her-
yeah,
put
okay.
The,
If
put, the
it's
straw,
guaranteed-
put the straw as far in as possible. And
If
I
it
think just
guaranteed me a kid with
Blow dart
Rihanna,
it like. you
I don't
know?
think she'd be able to get pregnant. I think once cum hits air, it's dead.
No,
no, I don't think so. No,
that's
I
not
think you
true.
got a few minutes. I think there's a few minutes
Sure.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Google
no.
that.
I've done sperm samples where I've done them at home and brought them to the place, and they're still live.
depends
gotta
how
put, like,
depends
sealed
how
container?
depends how weak your sperm is, guy.
Yeah, like mine is dead instantly.
If they
Mine
can't-
don't even fucking have a tail. They're just
There's like
Aimless.
Okay, guy, what scenario are you shrimping? Is there a scenario on Earth that happens?
I'm good.
Well, give them a
Not-
scenario like mine.
Well, I said, is there anything on Earth? Like, is there a woman? Is there an amount of money? See, the money thing is.
I mean, it is my jizz. So
See, the money,
it's a little bit better.
the money thing is too easy. If you told somebody, I'm going to give you $50 million,
Yeah.
they'll do anything.
it's my own. Yeah, you're right.
So forget the money. Is there a certain woman that you'd be like, yeah, I'd probably do that?
yeah, I probably would.
Okay. Well, Ian would probably do it to anybody, so I'm not going to ask him.
I'll do it
I
to
gotta
you
ask
if
him.
you ask nice enough. Fouad.
He can't bring his own straw.
Okay, one sec.
Bring one of the big boba straws, you know?
I
It's
got
got to be a star. It's got to be a Starbucks straw.
Yeah.
A twirly one.
Yeah.
I got one more for you guys.
I'm going to ask Melissa if I can do this to her.
She's probably going to say yes.
No, probably
It
not.
doesn't affect her.
Wait a minute.
Oh,
I don't want.
Doesn't
no,
affect
I
her.
don't want to get. Well, it doesn't really affect her.
Yes,
not-
it does. You're going to spit it in her mouth after.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
but it's
right,
got to go
yeah.
into your mouth, and it's kind of getting a little clean, and then just
Yeah, but I mean, like
Could get worse.
I mean, the part that she'd care the least about is having my jizz in her mouth.
Yeah, but after it was in her ass, that's the problem.
Yeah, but it's been cleansed by my mouth, you know.
That's not how it works. But
what is your
okay.
mouth? The fucking holy water?
It might pollute it more, Ian.
Yeah, that's right. Okay. I thought this was interesting.
Oh, I saw this.
Oh, he gets fucking knocked.
He pushed him. He pushed him first. Yeah.
If you
Oh,
push
wow.
someone like that, you have to expect to get hit back.
Yes.
What happened here? I lost you guys.
Guys, we can see you.
What is going on my screen?
Maybe did you minimize it?
Oh no, I got you. I can't find my.
Well, that's a personal problem.
Oh, there it is. Shut up, Paul. Shut up, guy.
Where'd it go?
I don't know. It's cold.
Yeah, the old fat guy started it by pushing him,
Yeah.
and then the other guy just unloaded on him. And the first shot was like he threw the back fist,
Missed.
and then he missed, and the guy hit him, kind of got him off balance, but it didn't hurt him. But then when he came back, he got a square fucking shot right in the face. That guy was
like
like,
that one.
yeah, he's like, I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't want to have any more of this.
It's like the Mike Tyson saying, hey, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face.
Yeah.
True.
I always wonder why women do that though. Don't they realize they're making it worse?
Yes.
No, I don't think they realize
Yeah,
that.
Like the-
I think
like
they just go a little
Like
nutty.
the woman is in the middle screaming, and she's getting pushed around. It's only going to make your husband more angry and want to fight more. Like
She's
if,
antagonizing it.
yeah, if you just get out of the way and like grab your husband and pull him away, and you're probably more likely to stop it rather
And
than
note to women,
screaming.
when guys are going at it, just step
Just
off.
get out of the way. Yeah. Just get out
Yeah,
of
you
the
got
way.
to catch one in the mouth. It's like you don't get between two dogs.
Anyway, I always think it's funny watching amateur fights like that because every guy in the world thinks they could fight, and then you see them throw punches, and you're like, oh my god, it's just nobody
Listen,
can fight.
before I started boxing, I said that same thing to my coach. I was like, I'm glad I never fought anybody who knew how to fight because I fucking was clueless.
All right, let's get to some bodybuilding. I wanted to show this guy because we have been talking about Pittsburgh every week, but not mentioning this person
Ken.
that I think is doing Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Not Ken.
Interessante.
Leandro.
Oh yeah.
I think he is doing Pittsburgh, and I actually think the top four are in trouble.
If his condition
He gets
improves,
in-
I
yeah.
agree. Yeah.
If he looks like this, but like 5% sharper,
Yeah.
he is going to be a fucking problem.
Yeah.
His name I'm
I
looking-
think Ken Colossus is the biggest trouble for everybody.
I don't disagree, and I'm going to go
What's
to him.
his name,
I'm
Leonardo?
going to go to him in a minute. But before we skip over,
Yeah, this is mental, man. This is Olympia top 8 if he's in good condition.
He's got a back too, doesn't he?
Ian, I know you always talk about Gustavo Bedell. For some reason, this guy reminds me of him.
I can see it. He's bigger though.
Yeah.
He's got a nicer. He's more
When I
aesthetic.
scrolled that, if you go to his name, so I'm trying to Google this guy.
Leandro Perez Pro. Yeah, Leandro Perez is the
Toss him a follow, bro.
I just did.
No, I'm saying Fouad.
What was I? Where the fuck is his back
Wow,
shot?
he looks incredible, man.
He does have a great back, actually. I remember from the.
He's got everything.
There it is. Like that's a perfectly balanced physique. There's literally nothing missing.
No.
And he's a
Size.
big guy. He's not just small and aesthetic. He's like
He's got that like not symmetry, but remember Paco Batista, just that like crazy like muscle. This guy's got so much muscle on him.
I don't know, guy. Like this waist and like Paco had a
I just said muscle wise, not like
yeah.
Roundness.
But like if he gets more conditioned, like that's the only problem here. But like
Look at the hamstring, man.
I know.
wild.
Great shoulders, crazy chest, back is thick. Where does he place Ian if he's in shape amongst those top 5, 6? Because you got Bonac in there and Crizzo as well.
If he's in comparable condition to like, Nick or some of those guys, or like Vito, I think he can beat Vito if he's in good shape for sure.
Well, yeah, well, I think the
Not
only
more people are talking about this guy.
I think the only reason Vito beat him
Was because of condition.
was the condition.
Yeah.
I don't know where I saw that he was doing Pittsburgh. Am I wrong about that? Because I thought
We'll pull up the Pittsburgh lineups up.
Oh, is it?
Where is it? At the Pittsburgh Pro?
Yeah, maybe check their page. Yeah,
What is it called? Fit Weekend? No.
Pit Power. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, Pit Power, I think.
What was it called?
Pit Power.
There it
Fit.
is.
Yeah. I wonder where the list is here. Fuck.
Well, it wouldn't be a finalist until next week, I don't think.
No, I'd maybe go to the tagged.
Just one second. I saw it pop up and I followed.
Yeah,
this.
I didn't see them. I think I saw Suelos post it.
Yeah, maybe they didn't post it. I don't know, but
It might be in the tag photos though.
I could have swore I saw it. I just don't want to. I don't want to tell everybody he's doing it and then I'm wrong.
Hank, stop snoring.
I don't know. I know I saw it somewhere. Maybe somebody in the comment section can confirm if he's doing it or not. I don't know, but
No, who actually looks fucking mental right now too is he's not doing Pittsburgh, but his fucking what's the fucking Italian Spanish guy or whatever his name is, French guy, Florian.
Oh, Florian, yeah, he's looking good.
Florian
looks
really good.
nuts, man.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at
Florian.
Ken.
What show's Florian doing?
I don't know if Ken has any super recent photos.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, he does. This one.
Oh, there
That
you
looks really good.
Take a look at Ken.
Damn.
This is pretty fucking impressive. I mean,
And
look,
he's as good from the back, and he's even better from the side.
yeah.
He's
I mean,
got. I
that's-
judged him 2 years ago at North Americans. He's gotten a lot bigger.
Yeah,
And he's learned to get in condition too, because I think that was the main thing. Like this was him when he got his pro card, which is beautiful, but not completely peeled.
and he's learned how to pose that left leg too. He's not here, but I saw pictures of him even more recently than this. They finally got it to pose that one leg,
Like his,
so it looks the same as the other leg now.
you can see the texture of the skin is a lot thinner than his previous showings already.
Yeah, this guy's gonna be a
Jersey
fucking
guy, right? I think he's from Jersey.
Yeah, I think so.
I've seen him train at a yeah, that's a Pollen. I've seen him train at a Pollen.
Look at this fucking physique, man.
This guy's gonna be a nightmare for that top four for sure.
Is he, or are we being hyped again by Instagram?
No, he is.
Yeah, I think I've seen him in person.
Yeah, he's good.
He's impressive.
Yeah,
He's young.
Listen, I've always been super impressed. I was gonna, before Animal picked him up, I
Look
was
at the
gonna
back,
pick him up.
man.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him. a
He's
He's
few
not
times.
missing anything. Yeah,
I was gonna.
He's like a bigger Keon.
yeah,
I
huge.
was gonna pick him up before Animal picked him up, but it was bad timing for us. But I always thought he was crazy. Like very, very impressive physique.
So much muscle, man.
Yeah.
He's
Round
grown.
muscle bellies.
He either grew so much, or he lost too much when he was dieting.
No,
I think he
I
grew.
think he's just grown a lot. Yeah. Yeah.
Because he's really young, isn't he? Like 24 or something like that. He's pretty young.
I don't know if he's that young, but he's not old. That's for sure.
He's got a heck of a career.
And then we have so he's doing Pittsburgh for sure.
I believe so.
I don't know.
Who was the guy you were talking about? What's his name?
Yeah, Florian. I can't remember what he's doing, but he looks fucking nuts, man.
What's Florian's last name?
Poirzon?
Poirzon?
That's it right there. No, that's not it.
No.
What the fuck?
Maybe blocked you.
Yeah, maybe.
It's Florian SATOR_.
Florian SATR.
SATOR.
There it is.
Yep.
No, that's not him.
That's not him?
Fucking
Oh.
guy.
No.
That's the only Florian that came up when I looked.
His last name's Poisson or Poiron.
Well, it's Poisson.
Oh, is it Big Nasty?
There you go.
No,
You just had him there at the top there.
No, that's not him.
No?
no. Here, I'll check
There he
the
is.
lineup.
I got him.
There you
him. That's him. Yes, that's him. The most recent picture he put up. Where the fuck is it? I saw it on somebody's page.
Go to his tagged.
1 second. See, you got to be careful, right? Because, like, look, this is fucking out of this world,
Mhm.
right? But then if you go here, you're like, oh, wait a minute.
No, that's still crazy, man. It's just a weird shot.
It's not crazy.
What do you mean it's not crazy?
Ian, the legs are crazy. This torso does not belong with these legs.
Well, he's got high lats, but he's
Yeah,
still fucking nuts.
I'm just saying it's not the same as looking at this.
Didn't he go classic?
He tried, yeah.
And came back. He was open first, and then he went classic, and then he came back. Yeah, this is the most recent one I was thinking of.
These aren't. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah.
But
that's crazy.
it's look, it's an amazing physique. I just want to see more poses.
Straight
Yeah,
from the front.
Yeah, front and side. When he has shots with his arms up, his back double and his back front double, because his lats are very high and he's got a long torso, it loses a bit of like wow factor. But he's got such good legs, and that's the guest posing he did recently up there.
I just think like
I
that's
think this guy blocked me.
no. I think that's one of the things that like gets lost on Instagram, right? Like if you don't see all the poses or you don't see them next to other people, you can't always tell exactly. Like this is showing a little bit more where the gaps are. The chest is small in comparison to the legs.
Yeah, no. Do I think he'd be like a threat to Martin or Nick kind of guys out of Pittsburgh? Not that he's doing Pittsburgh, no. But do I think he's very good? Yes.
I really like his physique. I'm not saying that I don't. I just think there's some really, really standout body parts, but then there's still some areas lagging behind.
Yeah. It's more the improvements are pretty notable,
Yeah, but you know what I'm noticing is the improvements are in the muscles that were already better.
Yeah.
Like it's
the chest is what needs the most here.
Like the chest and back need more.
It's very narrow clavicle wise too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like the legs are fucking world class, like top 6.
Yeah,
right?
Crazy quads.
Legs are
good guest posing. Good guest posing look though.
Got those Tom Platz legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Curious to see what he looks like in a lineup. Yeah, look, crazy shoulders, crazy arms to fucking wild legs.
Wow, his legs are nuts.
Brings up that torso a little bit, and it's fucking a different game. Yeah. All right, let's see. What do we have? Nick.
And Nick had some more recent shots. He looks good.
Nick is impressing me more and more every set of shots he puts up, and I'm like, I don't know now. Like before,
especially the front double, his waist is like coming in nice on the front double there.
This is really impressive.
Yeah.
Paul, you're not saying anything. You're not impressed?
No, I've been impressed with Nick's updates. I think he's looking really. This is the best I've seen him look. I think going into a show.
This is reminding me of his New York debut,
and even his quads, man. His quads look great here. Like
they look better for sure.
He's definitely confident, man. He's like he cut out all the bullshit, all the distractions.
This is a fucking wild shot.
Would you start going pose for pose with Nick? Other than the front shots, it's hard to beat him on any other shots.
We talked about this. Listen, we were talking about. I've gone back and forth in my own head about this, but the more I see Nick improve, the more I'm like, there is a scenario where he beats Derek.
It's not out of the question, but
because he's going to be.
I thought I was nuts last podcast for saying that. By the way, I just want to throw it.
You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, guy. I apologize. I have, but I admittedly have been going back and forth because I'm like, these guys are both really, really fucking good, and Martin's really good, and Vito's really good. Bonac is really good. Crizzo looks crazy. Like it's not a fucking. It's not a walk in the park for anybody.
Oh.
So, but if we're just taking Nick and Derek. I think Nick hasn't beat in both side shots.
Yeah.
Side.
Okay. Then I think he hasn't beaten ab and thigh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Most muscular.
So that's 4 shots. I think Derek's got him in the front double, the front lat.
Yeah.
Back double. Maybe not the back lat.
Yeah, I mean the back lat's definitely closer to the back double.
Because Nick's back double is really good though.
I like Nick's. I mean, look, if you look at the entire shot, right? Let's take back up and look at the entire back double. The only area that Derek is better than Nick is literally just the back and the glutes. When it comes to shoulders, arms, hamstrings, that's all Nick.
Yeah.
True. It's just such a wow shot for Derek. Though,
I know. That's why I'm saying back double is probably Derek, right?
But there's not a big gap there, even though Derek's.
I would agree with that for sure. Nick is great from the back.
Nick closed that gap a lot.
Oh yeah. It's just Derek, in my opinion, Derek's got one of the best backs of all time.
I really want to see Nick bring that like New York wow factor, like the first time, not last year. The first time he did New York.
Yeah.
The Arnold Classic, that's the only. It took that version of Nick to beat me when I came second.
Actually, that was a really good version of Nick. I always go back to the New York Pro, the first time he won it, because that was like the most polished I'd ever seen Nick. It was just like, wow.
Do you guys think if Derek comes in the way he did
at the Arnold?
Do you think he comes in that way? Do you think there's a scenario where anybody's got a chance at him there?
No,
but that's what I'm talking about. Wait, I'm sorry. Ian says no. I'm not saying no.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm talking about that version. I think Nick is a top 5 Olympian.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, but that means there's no reason why he can't stand and trade shots with Derek.
No, look, I think he can trade shots and it'll be close. But if I'm picking someone and someone has to win, I still think Derek is a little too crisp, you know?
I think
if I'm betting money, you know?
Okay, I can maybe see that, but you're right. If it was like, hey, we're gonna cut your left nut off, then I'd probably bet Derek. But like, I don't know, because this is the only thing I'll say before you go ahead, Paul. Nick, I think, is going to look bigger.
Yep.
And if Nick keeps bringing the waist in and shows up with like that New York peak, he's really, really fucking impressive, even though he's not as aesthetic.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a foregone. I don't think it's Derek's show to lose if Nick keeps improving.
I mean, there's Martin there too, though.
Right.
Martin's there. You got Vito there. I don't know if Vito.
I think that top 3 is a bit ahead of everybody else, but I think that next group, when you have like Vito, Bonac, Frizzo, Ken, maybe that Leandro guy, like that's where things get interesting. You know,
I don't know though, Ian. Honestly, think about it. I don't think like
You
Bonac.
think those guys aren't seasoned up yet, Fouad?
Well, no, just hold on a minute. Well, the reason what I was going to say is Bonac in Detroit
couldn't beat any of those guys.
I don't know. A little sharper. I don't see why not.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, well, I disagree. I think
he loses on the front shots by too much.
I think
Bonac against Nick, Martin, or Derek.
I don't know if he beats. Right now, seeing these updates, I'm not sure who I have first, second, and third. Like, I don't. It's tough. Like, I don't know. Like, I think Bonac and Martin is actually a good comparison.
I don't agree.
Why?
Well, dude, I don't know. Like, he was second place at the fucking Olympia, and when I look at comparison shots, he's actually bigger. And maybe he's not as aesthetic, but if he's the same size as he was in Detroit, but sharper, I don't see why he can't stand with the top 4.
I think he can stand with them. I don't think he can beat them.
Yeah.
None of them?
Those top 3 guys, no.
And then what about Crizzo? Crizzo looks like he's put on a lot of mass and he's in crazy, crazy condition. But we haven't seen a back double, and that's where Crizzo falls apart.
His hamstrings are still like, I think, a lot.
And his back, yeah.
His back, I don't think, is as far behind as his glutes and his hamstrings.
No, but his whole back shots are way weaker than even Bonac.
I don't think Bonac has a weak back. You do?
That's what I'm saying. So. Even Bonac's back's incredible. So I'm saying, like, even not talking about what I think is the top 3, I think he still gets creamed from the back.
Oh, this is not. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely mental. I agree with that.
Yeah, the conditioning is like a new level for him, I think. If this conditioning looks like this everywhere and not just in his shoulders and arms, that's going to be pretty fucking wild, man.
No, he's going to look nuts. I agree, but I think he's still the shape and the back from the back and the weakness in the glutes and hams, I think is still too marketed to beat those guys.
He looks nutty though, huh?
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, the guy's an absolute monster, you know? This is like our mass monster of the day, you know?
I don't know, man. I'm fucking really torn. Paul, what do you think? I keep talking. What do you think? You're the judge. You're judging New York. You're going to be judging potentially these guys. Like, I mean, there's talk of all 3 of them doing New York afterwards. Mm-hmm. You might be judging Derek and Nick and fucking Martin. Who knows? So, what do you think?
That's going to be great for you, Paul, to like judge those top guys like that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. I'm very proud to be honored to be asked to do it. I see I see bodybuilding right now as there's 3 guys right now, in my opinion, that are a little bit above the rest of the sport, like, and that, you know, Derek, Sampson, and Hottie. I think Martin is the closest to penetrating that top 3 right now. In my opinion, I don't mean any disrespect to Nick. I think Nick's a great bodybuilder, but I think he's given up too much shape-wise from the front to make up. I think there's too much of a gap there for him to make up to win.
I don't think Nick shapes as bad as you're making it out to be.
I disagree.
Next to Martin, though, is what I'm thinking of. I agree. I don't think it's like horrible, but I think next to a guy like Martin, I don't know.
I don't
I
think
think it's going to stand out. I think it's going to expose it more.
I don't know if I agree. I mean, look, you're the
We just
judge.
talked about how great his waist was.
You're the judge, so I
Yeah,
can't.
his waist looks great for Nick, but next to Martin, I think it's different shape. I'd like to see that battle play out on stage. I think they've both gotten a lot better than last year.
I think Martin and Nick are a very, very tough battle for sure.
I actually,
I personally see it as a two-man show. And again, no disrespect to Nick or anybody else, but I see it. I see it between Derek and Martin.
I don't see that.
Going into it, I mean, I could be wrong because it all depends on who brings their best look. But to me, that's what I'm looking at.
Judging at what we've seen so far for like updates, I vehemently disagree with you.
Well, and I'm sure a lot of people do.
I definitely think it's a 3-man show. I definitely think Nick's size, as long as that waist and that front double looks indicative of what it's going to look like on stage, I think that muscle mass that he has will
Make up for a lot.
It will make up for the lack of beauty in the physique.
It could, but I think Martin's maybe almost as big now. Martin's looking huge these days. We'll see when it's all dieted down. I think Martin's
legs are the same size or bigger, maybe from the front, maybe not from the back. I think their arms and shoulders go to Nick. I think chest is pretty even, maybe goes to Martin, and then back is pretty even.
Yeah, Nick's wider, but Martin has a little more depth to his back.
Yeah.
I think Nick has more detail to his back than Martin right now.
But I think stature-wise, when they're standing there, one of the things that Nick has over Martin, I said this to Martin and Stefan when they're on the podcast with me, it's Nick's delts cap off in such a way, it just makes him look more imposing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one area that might hurt with him and Martin, right?
Right.
But then Martin's going to make up for it with balance and shape and small waist, and his conditioning is going to be up to par with the other two guys too. So all I'm saying is I'm not saying Martin isn't capable of beating Nick. What I'm saying is I definitely think it's a 3-man show, not a 2-man show.
I agree.
Nick is a top 5 Olympian. If Nick continues to look the way he looks in these updates, I think Nick can beat Andrew. I think Nick can be in that top 5 at the Olympia. You don't think that?
I think he can. But at least going off the last looks for everybody, I think Andrew would have to be off and Nick would have to be on for him to crack the top 5 and take out Andrew. Just my opinion. And I don't mean to disrespect Nick because he's a great bodybuilder.
Your opinion is very valid. I mean, you're the fucking judge, right? So
and I mean, until we see these battles play out on stage, I'm just.
I mean, that's the fun of the podcast. We all don't know shit. We're seeing a few glimpses of physiques here and there. We're trying to assess the best we can. At the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything because until you see them in their underwear on stage and you see every pose next to each person, this commentary is just for fun, right?
Yep.
Guy, what do you think? I know Nick's your boy, so you got to tread lightly. But
no. I mean, Nick knows I shoot it straight. I know some guys improve as they go along. I know some guys fall off a little bit, and I think that Nick's going to be a lot more. I think his muscle and his body is going to be more refreshed than those other guys, and I think we're going to see. Hi, buddy. I think we're going to see a very good version of Nick that we haven't seen. And I think that's going to set him apart a little bit from the other guys. And I think he's going to be one of the most heavily muscled guys on stage. I think his shape has constantly improved. And I think if he brings a balance of his mass, which we've seen at like the New York Pro last year when he was blasting full, with the combination of when he was at his peak hardness at the Arnold, I think he's going to be the most dangerous guy on that stage.
You think he's going to be the most dangerous guy on stage?
I think he's going to be one of the most dangerous guys on stage, yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, but is it a 2-man show or a 3-man show or a 4-man show? Does Bonac, Acrizzo, Good Vito, do they stand a chance?
I think it's going to be a 2-man show with Nick and Derek, and then I think the biggest battle is going to be 3, 4, and 5.
No, the biggest battle will be 1 and 2.
Well,
if you're right.
Show, and then after that, that's going to be a big battle. 3, 4, and 5, and even 6. I think that's going to be a
Okay,
big
but
battle.
I got to tell you, I wouldn't count Martin out. Like this is 8.
No.
This is 8 weeks out. Like those legs are fucking wild, man. Small waist, like he's bigger. I just saw him in Texas last week. He's bigger. His condition is really good. His posing is getting crisper. Like his most muscular is fucking crazy. I don't know, man. Like he was pretty close to Nick last year. He's bigger. Nick is better. And then he was pretty close to Derek, even though that wasn't the Derek that was at the Arnold.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's literally up for grabs.
So that's why they play the game.
It's going to be one of the most exciting, fun shows that we're going to see.
It's going to be a great show.
Oh yeah.
All right, let's get into it. Anybody who hasn't signed up yet, realbodybuildingpodcast.com. Get there, sign up, be part of the predictions, the fantasy league, and rate your physique, rate your form. We are going to play Pittsburgh now. I don't have the full list. I only have a few guys. I guess we can add Ken.
Leandro?
I don't know. Do we know if Leandro's doing it or not?
No, I thought you knew.
No, and James is not in, so I think James is out, right?
I'm sure.
He's doing it, is he?
I don't think James is doing Pittsburgh, no.
Let me see if I can find the lineup. 1 second.
Okay, you look for the lineup, and I'll set this up. Add player. We're going to add me, Guy, Ian, and Paul to start.
Does anybody else clean up their dog slobber? Like, as soon as my dog drinks, I got to clean it out. He slobbers all over the fucking ground. Probably be nuts.
You know, you need a wife, guy.
I am the wife.
Oh, shit. Why did that do that? What the fuck?
I'm going to use the bathroom for while you're doing that.
Okay, Paulie. All right. Now is the moment of truth. Where did Ian go? Where did Guy go? Am I here by my fucking self?
I'm here.
What the fuck? Everybody left.
Can you not see me?
No.
Oh.
You can't see. I'm here, just not in the screen. I'm right here. Hi.
Okay. Who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah.
It says to me that Leandro is in it.
Okay, let me go back then. 1 sec. Let me add him here.
I want to put on pants. I'm freezing. Got my hair cranking. Freezing cold.
Leandro Perez. Add. Oh, that's going to throw a wrench into it. Fuck me. How am I going to pick that now? Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. I'm going to shake things up a bit. I'm going to go Nick,
Wow, you fucking son of a bitch.
Derek,
You're taking my shit.
Martin,
Well, there's my top 3.
Leandro, Vito.
Wow, not even William, huh?
Oh, William. I might change this. Krizanek.
If you change it, you have to let us know because we have a right to change it too.
No, I'm going to change it before we're done. I'm just saying that's what off the top of my head. That's what I'm putting in right now.
You got Nick for the win, Fouad?
I don't know yet. I'm fucking around. This is just me fucking around. I'm gonna correct this before we're done. Okay, who wants to go next?
Go for it, guy.
All right, hold on. Let me finish pissing so I can look at the screen.
Paul, go ahead.
We're not going to watch Guy piss.
Paul, go ahead.
Okay, I'm going to go Derek.
Derek. Okay.
Martin.
Nick.
You might as well just delete Nick's number out of your phone at this point.
Hopefully Nick doesn't watch us.
You know he's gonna watch this.
Nobody
I'm just
watches
joking.
Go ahead.
Bonac. Good Vito.
Why? Stop going to the stairs, dude.
Crizzo. Kennedy. Eric Wood.
What about Leandro?
Oh, Leandro. Shit.
Uh,
Leandro. Let's put him right below Crizzo.
I'm going to show you the quad. I don't think you can see it, though. No.
so then Kennedy.
Then Kennedy, then Eric Wood.
Robert F.
Okay. Ian? All yours are pretty good. I like that. I like that order.
Okay, I'm gonna go Derek.
Yeah.
Fuck. I want to like. I'm trying to think of how to strategically play this too a bit.
Easy.
What do you mean?
Hold on.
Well, because you guys have kind of picked two different, so like I could go Derek, Nick, Martin.
But what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah. Why don't
I
you
don't
just
really
pick what
know.
you think is going to happen?
That's what we're supposed to do, right?
This guy tried to strategically pick his.
I know. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
I gotta win one of these for you know.
Yeah,
For
because
fuck's
I'm kicking your fucking ass this year.
Yeah, it's early times, Fouad. Early times. Okay, Derek. Fuck. Fuck. Derek. Nick. Martin.
Guys, relax, please.
Yeah.
Go lay down.
Bonac.
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Ooh.
Crizzo. Vito. Leandro. Eric.
Ugh.
Yeah,
That's crazy. That's craziness.
Mate,
might wanna
did I
look
put too much stock in Leandro here? Fuck. Okay, Guy, go ahead.
You
I'm
got
gonna
him
go-
fourth?
I'm gonna go
You should change that for it.
Nick, Derek, Martin.
Nick, Derek, Martin.
I'm the only one that's got Martin as high as second. I'm surprised.
I'm gonna put Bonac.
It's tough. In my head I want to say Martin, but I don't know. Nick's gonna be good, man. I really don't know. Like it's
Did we-
such a toss up.
Yeah, it's going to be a great
Which one
show.
was Leonardo Perez? Was that the first guy we saw that was a freak?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Brazilian guy.
I'm gonna put him there. 5.
Wow, look at you two.
Then 6, I'm gonna go Vito, Crizzo, Kennedy, Eric.
It's crazy. Crizzo, who's been like 10th at the Olympia in top 10, we have in 7th, 8th here. You know?
That just shows how good these guys are, man.
Okay, this is what I'm torn about right now. Okay, obviously these two, Nick and Derek. The safe bet is to put Derek first.
Yeah. That's because he won the Olympia, the Arnold. I mean, he's won it all. So it's an easy guess.
I just, you know what happens to me when I do these? Sometimes I don't want to do what the obvious thing is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm like, the obvious thing is to put Derek first, but I'm like, I kind of want to be like, you know, when you throw
change it up.
You know, you throw a Hail Mary and it works, and you're like, oh, that guy's so fucking smart.
It's a genius.
It's kind of like one of those. Not that this is a Hail Mary, but like it's just different. So okay, I think I'm gonna keep that. Martin third. This one that's fucking me off right here, Leandro, because I'm like, sometimes when a guy can't get in shape, he just can't get in shape. So
There's no way he can beat Ken, in my opinion.
Plus, take in consideration the lineup.
yeah, I just don't know if he's going to be peeled, and if he's not peeled, then it's just a waste of a placing.
I think four's a little generous
I think 4 might be
in
generous.
that lineup.
I mean, honestly, I could switch 5 and 8, no problem, no questions asked.
You know what? Maybe I'm going to do this. Oh, that's a major change.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, Kennedy had a good veto, eh?
I wasn't very impressed with Vito at the Arnold. I thought he
Man,
had.
did you guys not see the same Kennedy pictures I saw?
Yeah, but I haven't seen him next to anybody yet.
What do you mean? I got him in 6th.
No, I know, but Paul and shit, you know?
I seen Kennedy in person and I was super impressed, but I haven't seen him on a
Honestly-
pro stage next to like some really good competitors yet.
When
I
guys
think
haven't competed as a pro yet, it's not. I think Ken's going to be one of like a top 5 Olympia soon enough. I just think.
I think Ken's time's now, man. I don't think it's like in a year. think
I
he's
haven't
now.
seen him on a pro stage like that yet, so it's hard for me to throw him in there.
Yeah, I'm putting stock on Ken. Don't let me down, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, as you should. I think Ken has every fucking tool. in the
Honestly, I'm even torn of putting him ahead of Bonac.
Wow. Jeez.
You know what? Fouad, put Ken in 4th.
Look at you're just getting ballsy now, Ian.
The reason I don't think you're right is only because he
He has
has.
no bad poses.
Okay, hold
Who
on.
coaches Kennedy?
Why do you get so adamant? You just
None, Fouad.
He's very sure of himself.
And we're back to the fucking overly positive.
This is listen. I think okay. First of all, I think Ken's one of the nicest guys ever. He's always been very respectful to me, and I think he's got a fucking amazing physique, and I think he's got a Huge future. The only reason I don't have him higher is because he hasn't proved pro level conditioning yet. Until I can see him with pro level conditioning, I don't know if the physique will matter. That's the only
Maybe
reason.
I've seen things you haven't.
Probably because you're so competitive, you've probably done research.
Yeah, I probably did.
Went down the rabbit hole.
I've seen some
Fuck,
things.
10.
I've seen some things.
Well, that changes everything. Tell me, Ian, so I can change my picks.
While you see my picks, that's what it is what it is.
Hey, who coaches him?
I can't put him ahead of Bonac. I just can't do that yet. But maybe Crizzo.
Not ahead of Bonac.
Honestly, the tough one for me is between Vito and Crizzo because Vito is lacking in all the spots that Crizzo has.
Yeah.
And then, but like, the shoulders, arms, chest, that's like what Crizzo has in spades. Crizzo's bigger and more imposing, but Vito is better in the lower body for sure.
And probably from the back.
Yeah, I mean, they're both not incredible from the back, but at least Vito has like a crazy good lower body in that,
I put Vito up there or higher because Chris has been pretty fucking on lately, man.
Yeah.
Chris has been really on. He was on with Andrew. He's been on with Vito. He's been on with every guy that he's touching.
I think the problem with Vito, though, isn't a peaking thing. I think it's the lack of musculature and density in the shoulders, arms, and chest that I think he just doesn't have. And in a lineup with big fucking round guys, it's going to be really exposed.
You know what? I'm going to leave this for now because we're still going to meet again for 2 more weeks, so we'll be able to change it. I'm going to leave this for now, and then hopefully we'll have more insight as we go. Okay. One of the things we started doing last week was I wanted to read the previous week's comment sections really quickly and see what kind of shit talking our fan base is doing.
They're too nice to us now.
That's because I blocked all the assholes.
He went on a blocking spree.
Control the algorithm.
I control the algorithm, yes.
Know who I trained with today, actually, who I think is going to do good this year? Remember that Mike Condell guy?
Who's Mike Condell?
The 212 guy?
No.
You would know if you look him up.
Mike Condell?
Yeah, Condell, I think.
Mike Condell?
A lot of guys are getting fouls today for me. Is it Michael or Mike, Ian?
Mike
Condell.
How do you spell it? C-O-N?
I don't know who this guy is.
Really?
I've seen him before. He looks crazy.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a nice physique.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, he came second like his pro debut last year.
Right, that's the same picture that I pulled up.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he needs to be a little bigger.
See, he's 212, but like go up top, Fouad, in the stage pictures from last year there.
He is thick as fuck, though.
crazy delts. Jeez.
Good for you, Mike.
This is like better than Guy Cisternino 212.
Easy, you're fucking.
Look at that though. This guy looks sick, man.
Yeah.
Hey, he looks good.
He's got like a nice polish to him. Like when you see him, like you can tell his like skin texture's nice. He's strong too.
Yeah, he looks good. Looks really good.
Yeah, we did a little push day. It was good.
Okay, let's take a look at the comment section. We'll go sort by top comments.
Imagine you could sort it by good comments and bad comments.
Yeah, I know. That would be great. Let's do newest first. Oh,
dude, Magazine Dreams.
Magazine Dreams isn't just
horrible.
about bodybuilding. It's a young man with mental issues and that happens to bodybuild and take steroids and other drugs. Yeah, I know. That's the whole point. They couldn't just show a good, normal.
That movie was so. I paid $25 and fucking bought it, and it was the worst movie I've ever seen.
The reason
Really? That bad?
It was horrible.
The reason that person's making that comment is I said I was upset by it because I'm like, this fucking thing, they're doing a bodybuilding movie.
Trashed it.
And he's like, no, it's about mental health. I'm like, okay, but why does he have to
Pick something else?
Yeah, why does he have to be a bodybuilder then?
Pick something else. Just be a regular guy. Just be a guy.
It's got to be something though, you know?
Yeah, I know, but why does it have to be bodybuilding?
Dude, you know what the part I hated the most?
It's because they picked out every fucking stereotype possible and used it in the movie.
When he was out to the restaurant with the girl and just started ordering food and didn't let her
I
order
know.
her like I'm like, this is such trash.
Yeah.
What did he do?
That was my point.
He was ordering like 80 things and telling the girl how like he just went right into bodybuilding and why it was so weird.
Yeah. Well, that's how the public sees us, I guess.
Yeah.
No movie's apparently fucking incredible that we got to watch is that new Sinners movie. Apparently, this is literally like one of the best movies ever made.
Why? What is
It's like a horror movie with Michael B. Jordan. That's apparently like it's one of the highest rated movies on like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes of all time. Apparently, it's incredible.
I think the
Is it
accountant too. I think the accountant too is gonna be fucking bongers. Is this out?
Yeah.
Is it on Amazon or Netflix?
No, it's not in the theaters right now.
Oh, okay.
Is it a horror?
Yeah, it's a horror movie of sorts.
Of sorts.
Like I wouldn't say it's like fucking.
What do you mean?
Like,
What do you mean? What do you mean of sorts?
Well, yeah, like
It means kind of.
yeah.
kind of a horror.
Yes.
It's classified as a horror, yeah.
Okay.
What do you
You're
mean?
saying horror?
What do you mean of sorts?
Well, just want to clarify. That's all.
My favorite prayer from Paul is when he quoted "Lose Yourself."
I never quoted that song.
Did you? I don't remember you doing it. Oh, this is
fucking
another guy.
novels.
I meant to the magazine dreams about mental illness. I know, I get it. It's fine. So saying this podcast you have a couple thousand views when it was Luke and Fouad, now it's got 60 plus. Actually, it never had a couple thousand views. Me and Luke used to do like 30, 40. But yes, it has grown. Mike nailed it when it comes to long-term marriage is communication, and I can relate to that being with my wife for 25 years and married and support each other's interests, and most of all, accept to be blamed for the shit even if it's not your fault. That's how you stay together.
That's horrible advice.
I know, right?
You'd be a cuck.
That's how you go down a fucking rabbit
Being
hole.
a
and
cuck.
end up
That's
being
how you become a
bitch.
cuck. Yeah,
Listen.
man. That's horrible advice.
Don't listen to that guy's
Doodle
advice.
do.
Let me tell you the truth, okay? I've been...
But that's the funny thing is that's the opposite of good communication is not
Right.
Right.
If you're saying good communication, but then taking ownership for things you didn't actually do, it's like that's not good communication.
Right.
Yeah, it's like, yeah,
Well,
that's
plus,
just being a bitch.
I'm gonna tell you the unintended consequence of that. You think you're doing something good, but then what ends up happening is 10 years down the road, you realize you're now apologizing for everything you fucking do.
Yeah.
And you can't go back because you've been apologizing for so long that you dug yourself a fucking hole.
Or even worse, Fred, you're watching guys run trains on your wife 10 years later. You became such a cuck
Just be like Paul and don't apologize for anything.
Yeah,
Never.
yeah. That's awful.
Never. As long as you don't think you're wrong.
Paul-
Or just be like Ian and pretend you're always right.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Did you get out and blame him? I don't remember what that quote is from. I'm super surprised to hear Fouad really doubling down on doing things that the other may want to do. You redeemed yourself. I didn't know I wasn't redeemed. But I think it goes without saying, while active in bodybuilding, this has never happened, but it's cool. How do you know? But it's cool that there's a level of compromising. Ian is right that there should not be some disappointment in turning down some things. But if there's a hard no and not even an attempt to support the other, whatever it is, shopping, visiting, then you're really just giving that person all the cues that while they like you, you're selfish and only think and like things that you care to tolerate. It's like you just wanted someone cute on your arm, your personal toy with maid capabilities that has no say so in them.
Agreed.
Actually having reservations in my okay. So basically she's saying she's surprised that I'm nice to my wife, which is fucked.
Well, you're Arab.
Because I've been married for 20 years for a fucking reason. So
You're Arab, Fouad. It's a fair assumption.
I'm offended that you're surprised. That's number one. Number two, I mean, if Guy said that, I'd be like, it's fine, because Guy's has a new fucking problem every week. I, on the other hand, but I think she's also saying, she's kind of agreeing with me, Ian.
Well, I'm agreeing with you on that point for sure.
Oh, I thought you were arguing with me last week that you shouldn't do anything that you don't want to do.
No. I think that what my point was, and that what they said there is Ian is right in that you should be honest with your intentions, and that I don't think that you should. Should lead to a level of disappointment.
Actually, what she said was Ian is right that there should not be some disappointment in turning down some things.
Yes.
Which I also agreed with.
Yeah. That's all I was saying. I do agree with that. You know, you should do some things to show interest in your partner. I agree with that all the time.
I think you guys took my example of shopping too literally.
Yeah.
I was just using that one. It could be anything. Like your wife.
I guess I took it in a different way. It's like, I agree with that, but like.
Put it this way. Your wife might say, hey, I got a girlfriend I want to go hang out with. And I want it to be a couple saying, I want to go to dinner. Mm-hmm. You might not want to go hang out with some fucking dude you don't know.
No, but I know it means something to her. I'd say yes.
Yeah, eventually, at some point, you can say no, but there's got to be at some time somewhere where you're like,
no, I agree 100% with the fact of showing interest in things that your wife is interested in and making effort and time to do things that you might not necessarily enjoy that she would. I agree with that.
Okay, thank God.
My point was just saying that I don't think it's fair on the partner to say, like, because what happens is that you get these guys that say yes to everything all the time to make their wives happy. And then if you say no one time, now they're disappointed.
Yeah.
I think that's getting into the communication of you need to be able to have autonomy as an adult. And that if I want to say no one day to Melissa going shopping, she's like, okay, no problem. It's cool. You know?
Well, it's just, look, it's the same way all the way around. You have to say yes sometimes, but you also have to be able to say no sometimes.
It's got to be a give and take.
Yeah, it's even.
Yeah, but I would be completely honest. Like, I don't really feel like shopping, but I want to hang out with you a bit. So yeah, I'll come today. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more, and then we'll go on to something else. Let's see if there's any good comments here. Best Paul prayer yet. Tommy Boy reference. In my mind, Fouad's audio is better. Was backstage pumping up a St. Louis Pro, and let me say Martin looked insane. Martin was guest posing there in St. Louis.
Brett looked really good too.
People are sleeping on Martin. Love the show, you guys rock. You need to try Mexican Sonora hot dog. What's that? Sonora. Mexican Sonora hot dog. What's that?
Look it up.
You're gonna be there soon, though.
Mexican Sonora hot dog. I am going to be there soon. We're going to be at the Fit Weekend. Mexican Sonora.
You gonna get into the Mexican cocaine or what?
Yeah.
Be the first time.
Maybe that's what the hot dog is.
Yeah, maybe.
Just
Yeah.
fucking cocaine sprinkled on the top.
What city you guys going to, Fouad?
We're going to a whole bunch of different cities.
Oh, that looks good.
So what is it? Bacon wrapped Sonoran hot dog recipe. I don't
It's
know.
a hot dog with hot peppers on it.
I mean, the move of pickles.
It's not.
Who had Paul has such a good way of diminishing something to such simplicity.
Yeah.
It's basically what it is.
A hot dog is wrapped in bacon and grilled, served on Balilo style hot dog bun, soft and topped with pinto beans, onions, tomatoes, and a variety of additional condiments, often including mayonnaise, mustard, and jalapeno salsa.
Sounds good.
So basically, it's a Mexican hot dog.
Well, that's why it's called a Mexican Sonora hot dog.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's exactly
It's
what
got hot sauce and beans on
it's
it.
exactly what you'd think it would be.
Yeah.
I love Samson. I don't know who Samson is. I know Samson. I don't know Samson. There's no P, Larry, and Samson. I love Samson, but you guys are nut hugging. Derek is still really young, so he's not at his best yet.
Not hugging. It's a
We
great
actually, nobody said Derek was at his best yet. People don't listen. Again, the same guy comment again. The best Derek we are going to see, question mark, question mark, question mark. What the fuck? That's an opinion and assumption based, and Paul gives the head nod. What's LOFL again? Laugh.
I'm my fucking asshole.
Laugh my fucking. No, it's not.
Now who's nut hugging fucking loser?
Okay, so wait, let's see if this guy got what I was trying to say. They clearly meant his peak at the Arnold
Yes.
is the best we are going to see, given his current physique. He still can improve his physique for sure, but ain't going to gain 10 pounds of stage weight between Arnold and Pittsburgh. Thank God. This
Someone's got a brain.
Holden nuts. 5 to 7.
Yeah, Larry Spadola is a retard.
Fouad is so biased, kind of ruins the point. Well, if you've been watching, if you've been watching the show long enough, then you're used to it. Let's see. Anything else in here that's pretty good? Okay, let's move on.
You guys know what gooning is?
Gooning?
Oh,
Yeah.
Is it a sex thing?
I don't know. Can we look it up? I had
shrimping.
we were doing a live yesterday, and a lot of people were saying about gooning.
Oh, the Eiffel Tower thing got brought up in the comments.
Oh yeah, we fucked that up.
The Eiffel Tower thing, Paul, is basically
It was saying take a girl to Paris.
Our version of Eiffel Towering is rotisserie.
No, but know what we fucked up?
No, I know what we fucked up.
Yeah.
We used to call a threesome with 2 guys and a girl a rotisserie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't say Eiffel Tower. They said that they're going to take a girl
So
to
they
Paris.
said they're taking a girl to Paris, which means they're going to Eiffel Tower. Like,
Yes. Yeah.
One guy on either side, then you high five.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was trying to picture what that meant.
See,
Yeah, Blake from Raw told me that we fucked that up yesterday.
when it was explained to me, I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I can see that, but I still like rotisserie better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A
just
stick.
just a spigot. Fucking-
Yeah.
Turning her
Like
around.
some good shawarma meat.
I don't think it's a spick, Paul. That's not a different.
the more
that's a different thing.
dehumanizing it is, the more Fouad likes it.
Yes,
Yes. Yeah. The more degrading, the better.
it says the guy who wants to slurp cum out of his wife's ass.
Yeah, but that's a moment shared together, you know?
Oh, okay. I see.
Brings you closer.
Yeah, that's romantic.
Yeah. Bonding.
All right, let's do some questions. What do we got here? 112 questions. Okay, rapid fire. Backstreet Boys are in sync.
Backstreet Boys.
Factory boys.
Backstreet Boys. Famous person, dead or alive, who would you want to have a cigar and a drink with?
JFK.
Dana White,
Muhammad
I
Ali.
thought you said dead.
dead or alive?
Oh,
Dua Lipa.
Joe Rogan. Rihanna.
Dua Lipa.
He smokes darts too, so she'd be down.
Tranny. I want to do tranny. Guy, famous person, dead or alive, cigar and a drink.
I think Muhammad Ali would be cool.
Oh, look at this guy trying to get all romantic.
He's a boxer now.
Oh yeah, that's right. What's Paul's biggest fear?
My
Heights.
biggest fear. I don't know. Heights. Yeah, I don't like heights.
Confined spaces and heights.
Oof, yeah, confined
And-
space is a big one for me.
And going really fast. You're scared of
Going really
everything.
fast.
You're really just scared of everything.
I'm not a risk taker. I
You
don't like
you don't like elevators?
elevators. No, I can do an elevator. I'm okay with that.
No, like
What if it was like to floor 65?
Yeah, it starts getting a little bit. I start getting a little nervous. Depends if I look down. If I look down, obviously. If I don't look down, I'm fine.
In an elevator?
no, like guy, like
Like a glass elevator, you know.
when I said confined spaces, I meant
When
like
have you ever been in a
think-
glass
think-
elevator with
think-
a floor?
Oh,
I meant
at
like a glass wall.
Hotels have that.
Not
Yeah.
glass floor.
No, not a glass floor. No.
Yeah, but you
Wall.
can see it. You can see out though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who I think what?
I meant when I said confined spaces, I meant like think like an MRI machine. Like you
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
fuck.
That's
You
big for
panic,
me.
really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, big time.
And
I
then
also don't like centipedes.
I just
Hate
killed
those
one, man.
fucking
such a
things.
specific. Not
Yeah.
not you didn't say insects, specifically centipedes.
I hate centipedes.
They got a lot. They got
Fuck.
too many legs.
Yeah. You know what, though? I will say, ever since we got cats in this house, I don't see them as often as I used to.
I didn't know cats.
other
killed
legs.
centipedes.
Okay, we're moving
I
on.
think
We're moving
they
on.
do.
We're moving on. Between everyone on the podcast, who's smashing the most sushi rolls?
Oh,
Fouad.
probably, yeah.
Right. No fucking doubt.
Gluttony.
And then Lee Priest's comment back to that guy, sushi's gay.
I agree with Lee.
Because it was dipped in chocolate.
Question for Paul. Which is more handsome, Brad Pitt and Troy? Actually, I think Ian can. Oh, I already know which one I'm picking. Ian can answer this as well because he's gay. Which is more handsome, Brad Pitt and Troy, or Brad Pitt in the most recent trailer of his upcoming F1 movie?
Troy.
I got to go Troy, too. A young Brad Pitt. You can't beat that.
Obviously.
I don't know. There's something about him in that racing suit, though.
No.
What about you and your racing suit?
I'll wear
I
my
fucking-
racing suit. He'll wear his racing suit.
You
We'll
guys
meet.
rub against each other.
Ian, are you coming to my racing class or what?
I'd shrimp out of fucking Brad Pitt's ass, you know?
Just
Spit
so
in
you
his
can,
mouth?
just so you could say it. Just so
Yeah.
you can- yeah.
And
Would you
spit
make
into
out with
Dua
him?
Lipa's mouth.
Oh God, are you coming to my racing class?
Yeah, when are you doing this?
May 21st and
It's just
22nd.
one day?
2 days.
Hey, Fouad, did you see this yet?
I'm driving up on May 20th.
It's Shannonville?
Yeah, I'm driving up May 20th, staying the night because it's early in the morning the next day. The 21st.
And you're
22nd.
using your H2?
No, I'm renting one of their bikes.
Okay.
Hey, Dr. Pepper Cherry. It looks delicious.
Gross.
I had
But
the
probably
strawberry.
this one and the Dr. Pepper Zero Blackberry.
Yeah.
Two of the best ones they made.
Really?
I tried strawberry. It was really good.
Blackberry one, I think I might have one can left.
Are you coming or what?
I'd like to come.
Where's in Toronto?
Fouad,
Yeah, let's do it. It's $2,000.
banging.
Okay.
Oh, that one.
Have you booked in it already?
Yeah, it's right here.
Can you just email them and add me in?
You go here, fast riding school. It's called.
Yeah.
You
Show
just
your
sign-
password.
What's Liquid Molly?
What?
On the bottom there, the sponsors. Liquid Molly.
I don't know. It's motor oil.
Oh. I have
Okay.
something totally different in mind.
Paul was
When-
drinking soda, I
when-
think. Really
When
thinking
is Paul's no? Where would the best Josh Lenarowitz place at last year's Olympia?
Mm.
Like
His best ever look?
He was pretty
8,
good.
9?
He was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, 8-9's fair. If you could relive one moment in your competitive career, which one would it be and why?
Coming second to the Arnold.
The time I beat Ian. Any of them. Any of them. I just wanna- but
My fir-
but we have to have our brains currently. And then I want to go back.
My,
So you can
fir-
talk
my
shit to
first Olympia where I came 7th, I would replay.
Would you rather be hot and never being able to cool down, or cold and never be able to get warm?
Cold.
Oh,
Boy,
that's
that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I hate both of
I'm
those scenarios.
ready. When I was bodybuilding, I would pick
I'm with Guy on
cold,
this.
cold and never be hot. Now
Yeah.
I'm freezing all the time.
Yeah.
Because we're old.
Yep.
I don't know if it's
I know.
older because I think because I lost the muscle. I'm fucking look, dude. It's 80 degrees
No,
out.
guy. It's the two. It's
You're
two,
off the gas.
It's two things. Well, the same thing. I was on my motorcycle today. I was wearing a hoodie and everything. It's fucking like 80
I used
degrees
to
out.
sweat fucking in winter.
Listen,
went for a-
Freeze in summer.
guy, it's a few things. It's loss of muscle, no steroids, and not eating fucking 500 grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if you could
If I start eating 6 meals a day again and like increase my protein, I'll start to sweat again.
Really?
Yeah, even without the gear. And then if I add gear, I'm just going to be drenched.
Do you think
Yeah.
there's an actual difference in your internal temperature?
Yeah.
Of course
Yeah.
there is. Why wouldn't there be?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you mean by that. Like your internal temperature should always be around what? Isn't it 96 or something like that? Yeah.
Yeah, 98, I think. So I wonder
Yeah,
if it goes up
I don't
like a
think-
couple points,
Well,
like
I
up
mean,
to like 98 point something.
I don't know. I mean, situationally it does. Obviously, if you eat, your temperature is going to go up.
Right.
Depends
But I
how
mean,
much
your
DMT
basal.
you're taking.
I used to have
Yeah.
sweaty back and sweaty ass all day.
Oh, me too. I used to have to change my shirts at school.
You
I
ever,
barely sweat now. Yeah.
you have to give yourself a courtesy wipe?
No,
'Cause-
I never got that bad.
Because of sweat?
Yeah.
Just sweating.
Oh, you got to get some Gold Bond,
Hold on.
some powder.
Who played the biggest influence in your life in your younger years that led you to where you are today?
Fouad beating me at the 2015 Orlando Pro.
A little fire under his ass.
Fired me up to become the best Canadian bodybuilder in history.
Who played the biggest influence in your life in your younger years? Fuck
My
it.
father, I would say.
I was going to say my dad too. I don't know. I didn't really look up to anybody. This is my dad. I just, whatever I learned, I guess my dad, maybe John Meadows. I don't know. Yeah. Paul?
I blaze my own trails.
I would say my dad and Cito.
Yeah. Yeah.
I blaze my own trails.
Idiot.
Suck my own straws.
Shrimp my own.
Question for everyone. Did any of you ever go against some of the advice or not follow some of your coach's instructions during prep? And if so, did it work out for the better at all? I never
Sure,
did
we all
that.
have.
I never did
Can I-
that actually. No, I
Yeah,
didn't.
never-
Can I bring up one story? I remember you.
Did I?
Wait, you never took more drugs than they recommended ever?
I never did.
No, because I always worked with coaches that liked a lot of drugs.
Oh, okay.
No, I honestly can't tell me. Maybe I'm forgetting. What did I do?
Okay. It was a great story. But it didn't help. It didn't like hurt you because you still won the show. But I think it was Orlando when your first pro win. I
Yeah.
remember after prejudge, we went out for a burger and John told you
Oh, I
one
did
burger.
that. I did that all the time. You're right.
You're like, he's like one burger and one plate of fries and one Diet Coke. Flo was like, he doesn't know my body. I need a lot more than that. He had like 3 burgers, like 2 plates of fries.
I will say the only time I didn't listen to my coaches, and it was more a situation of self-sabotage, not arrogance, was during peaks. I would always fuck with myself. It'd be 3 a.m. You wake up and I'd be anxious. I'd be like, I'm
See
flat.
yourself in the mirror.
I'm flat. I'd eat some granola or eat some rice cakes or something. It's just always
Right.
fucking.
That's the
Peanut
only
butter.
time I've never not like followed the plan 100% to peak. Yeah.
I know. That was always my
Well,
downfall.
actually, there was one time, Fouad, you were involved in this. I won't bring it up, but I
What?
called you one time with John.
Why won't you bring it up? What happened?
When I called and I was like, does this sound right? It had to do with diuretics.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was in one of my last shows.
But John didn't use a lot of diuretics.
No, but I called. No. It wasn't. John, I called you. You called John. We're on 3-way.
Oh, somebody else told you to take more diuretics.
Yeah, and I was like questioning it because I was like, I don't know if I should do this.
Yeah, well, John's the right person to ask. So, what is everyone's favorite cereal?
Fruity Pebbles, go.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
That's my second. And then Captain Crunch. Berries, though.
Anybody else?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is pretty good. I like a good just Honey Nut Cheerio sometimes too.
I
Yeah,
like the Cheerio. Apple cinnamon Cheerios. Are good
Yeah.
too.
Ah,
Paul?
I like honey clusters of oats.
Okay.
You're so old, bro.
I know.
Why? Why does that make me
You want
make me
some
old?
fucking Raisin Bran with that? You fucking,
what do you have? Honey Oats too, you old fuck?
Honey clusters of oats. It's a delicious
What do you have?
cereal.
Oat Bran, you weirdo.
You guys ever tried it?
Okay.
Trust me. God,
Second-
I get
second-
attacked no matter what I said.
I know you do. It's so crazy. So extra milk or bare minimum?
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum,
bare
then
minimum.
I fill the bowl again and put more milk in.
I would go extra. I would go extra milk in that case.
Well, you go extra milk, then you're gonna have to add extra cereal. So it's like kind of like
No, I just drink the milk after.
I don't like that.
no. I would always add more cereal if it
Yeah.
until there's no milk.
All right. You can live 1 year on a boat or on a deserted island. In both cases, you have enough on you to survive the whole year. Which one do you pick and why?
By yourself.
What kind of boat?
I don't know. It doesn't say.
Oh, it
Sorry,
was like a 60-foot yacht. I'm
it
picking
didn't give
that.
me the fucking model number. I'm sorry. Like, it just,
Well, am I like on a dinghy? Am I on a dinghy or am I on a fucking Jeff Bezos'
This-
yacht?
It's got a sleeper on it.
Call it. You're in the middle. Okay, you're on a 40-foot, decent
Island.
boat that has a bed and a little grill.
Island.
Probably-
Fuck
I'd
that
probably-
weather. Fuck
I'd
that
take-
weather in the
I'd
middle
take
of
the boat.
nowhere. Nope. Nope.
I'm taking the island only
Yeah,
I'm
because
on the island. Island's not gonna sink.
yeah, but hold on a minute. Okay, but wait a minute. You're on a deserted island by yourself for a year.
By yourself.
On a boat by yourself too in the middle of fucking.
Yeah, but you could boat around and be around other boats.
You know how bad the weather can get on a boat in a year.
You
Fuck
can get
that.
it on an island too, though.
Yeah, but the fucking island ain't gonna sink.
I'm taking the boat.
I think you're gonna end up like Tom Hanks in Castaway if you're on the island by yourself for a
You're
year.
gonna go nuts.
Wilson.
You're gonna.
I think you'd go crazy on either of them, but I think the boat, at least having like a good solid shelter and like being able to keep dry, I think that
They
would
said
be
you
the
had
most
everything you
important.
need.
Yeah, well, you don't have a shelter on the
I have a
island?
shelter.
Well, you'd have to make it.
No, they said you have everything.
You said
you
you
need.
have everything.
Oh,
you
it's
need,
got a
so-
house.
Oh, well, then picking the island, obviously.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well,
Especially
you're
with nice weather.
Yeah, if I'm bringing a tent and a fucking lighter, then I'm going to the island.
Yeah.
a tenth of a
I
line.
think I'm taking the boat. I'll
Yeah.
park my boat in like the fucking marina, at, like Monaco or something, and hang
Oh,
out.
see, I figure boat is you can't. You're.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Oh, so I got to be like in the middle of the ocean or something?
Yeah, fuck
That's
yeah.
just
say-
like a deserted island.
It
Yeah.
doesn't say that. I found a loophole. Sorry,
A loophole?
a loophole.
Yeah,
That's what we used
What's
to
a-
we used to call it a loophole. Because every time, because Luke was so fucking smart.
He always found it.
That's why Luke was so funny, because he's so fucking smart. Every time there was a would you rather, Luke would find a fucking loophole and pick the right answer.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So that we called a loophole. Question for Ian: which was his favorite prep with C-Bum and why?
Damn, I actually don't know the answer to that. Probably like amateur shows early, you know?
Because it's more fun, no pressure.
It was just fun. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your guys' take on scraping the bar against your shins during a deadlift? Effective or pointless?
We just talked about this last week,
Yeah,
didn't
I
we?
think it's effective.
I think it's probably effective because all great powerlifters do it, but I don't think it's necessary if you're a bodybuilder.
Well,
Is it
it
safer?
helps your form, I believe.
I know, but if
I'm not a fan.
I guess I'm not a great deadlifter, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask. But I would think if you're not deadlifting like singles and doubles and PRs, why do you have to do that?
I've deadlifted over 800 pounds and never even had a scratch on my shin before.
Do some guys do it as a safety thing, keeping the weight as close to the
I
body as they
did.
can?
I always had issues. So I
don't
was,
think
Well, I think the bar should stay close, but I think it's more to do with where your hip positioning is at the start of the movement.
I always had problems with my hip positioning, so I always
Yeah.
make sure myself.
If your hips are too low, you're going to drag across your shins. If they're higher, then they won't.
Yeah, but not everybody has the same power you do. Ian. So a lot of guys are using their legs to get that bar off the ground.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
they're scraping off their shins,
Sure.
right?
Don't get scraping confused with shrimping.
Have you guys ever moved from your hometown area, and how did you guys handle the change?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I never have.
I did for a few years and came back. Change was fine.
Yeah, Paul, have you lived in Windsor your entire life?
I have.
That's
I've lived
crazy.
outside of Windsor briefly, like in a little town outside of Windsor, Essex, but that's it.
I lived in Florida for 2 years, obviously.
I lived in Connecticut for 5.
Paul, why did you leave straight after finishing last night? It was kind of rude.
Yeah, rude fuck.
I don't know. Old sets.
Why did I leave?
Were you at somebody's house? I don't know. Sam. His name's Sam. Did you
Did
hang
you
out?
egg the podcast without saying bye?
You hang
Last
out with? Did you hang out with somebody?
Paul
last night?
doesn't get what's going on at all.
I know
here
he's
right
totally
now.
lost.
What are they talking about?
The
I
guy's
worked last
implying
night.
that you fucked him and then left, Paul.
Oh, I don't fuck guys. Wrong Paul. Different Paul.
Okay. Have you seen Reacher? What's your opinion of his physique? It's good for like the average dude.
Good for an actor.
Does Ian want a boy or a girl first?
I don't give a shit, but I'd rather a girl.
Really?
Yeah.
If all the guys on the podcast went to jail for the next 20 years, who would be the first to flip to the other team, and who's the catcher and who's the pitcher? Ian's for sure. Ian's for sure going gay first.
Yeah, I don't think you have to go.
Yeah, but I'm pitching. I'm running train in that fucking jail.
Yeah, I don't see you as a taker.
I'm Aryan Brotherhood, swastika on my forehead, fucking dudes left, right,
Swastika. Who says swastika?
Swastika.
Swastika is the classy way to say it.
Swastika.
You're raping guys in prison.
Yeah.
Fucking shredded glutes are gonna get fucking.
Being
20.
jacked in jail is such a cheat code, you know.
How did you learn to pose properly? I've never seen a book or instructions, but you can find 50 variations for doing toes raises.
I didn't.
Listen, every fucking. This is actually one of my pet peeves of the bodybuilding industry nowadays. Every kid out there, I was going to say asshole. I don't want to say asshole because they're not assholes, but every kid out there is now a posing expert, and they're all dancing around, not in shape, not with a lot of muscle, and just they're like, look how good I can pose. I'm like, nobody cares. But that being said, there are dozens of now posing experts on TikTok and Instagram teaching everybody how to pose. How did I learn how to pose? Looking at a magazine, like everybody else in my generation. Looked at a magazine or looked at a YouTube video and copied it. You look at the picture. This is why I never understood why people have, like, some people have a lot of trouble posing, and I never understood that because you're looking at
information out there.
No, it's like you're looking at a photo, right? Either in a magazine or on your phone or wherever.
Mimic it.
And then you're looking in the mirror and you're copying it. And some people are like, oh, I'm copying it. And it looks nothing like the picture.
The only pose I find is difficult for people to learn is a lat spread for some people.
That's different. Not being able to open your back is different than like
posing itself.
Yeah, like when someone can't do, like when their front double bicep or their side chest is just like it's not even remotely like what it looks like in photos.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not a hard pose. Like there's no like a lat spread, like you have to learn to like open your scapula and like, you know, like that's a little different. But like other poses, I'm like, how this isn't difficult to mimic. Like
when it's just a matter of like holding your
just manipulate your body a certain way.
Yeah, like when you see people do like the front relax, especially you see it a lot. Like it's like they're riding a bicycle.
Yeah,
get their hands up here. Like why? Where'd you ever see that anywhere?
I think it's because they don't know how to open their lats.
Yeah,
is that why?
They think they're opening.
They don't know because they don't know how to like rest their arms on their lats, so they're just doing this.
But like they'll turn their hands in though, like almost like they're holding handlebars, and that's where I got confused.
They think so when a professional bodybuilder is a front relax, they spread their back and they rest their arms on their lats,
right?
And that creates this look, right?
Right.
If you can't spread your lats, or if you don't have lats, you don't realize that's what they're doing. All you think is, well, they're sticking their arms out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not sticking their arms out. They're actually pushing their lats against their arms, and that's spreading their arms out. So that one's kind of explainable because I don't know. I guess it's again, people don't know how to like opening up your back that takes a little skill, I think.
Yeah, the average person doesn't understand what that means, I guess.
Yeah.
Powerful.
Favorite and least favorite accents.
I hate German.
I love French accents.
I like Italian.
I like a woman with an Australian accent.
Love language.
You like French accents, Fouad? Like French Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan.
That's because
there we go.
You're bringing your own personal experience into this. That's why. You're not actually.
Strip club days is what you're getting at?
He's bringing up all the strip club fucking.
Paul's not thinking about like normal people speaking French with a French accent. Paul's thinking about like hammered out fucking strippers, like
French strippers, broken English for sure.
Yeah. Quebec French is pretty gross though. Paris French would be different, but
yeah, it would be.
Do you feel a certain sense of responsibility for entertaining us fans? We would riot if there was no bro chat. I hope you know.
No, fuck you.
Well,
fuck all y'all.
Suck it. We do this for ourselves only.
We're literally just doing this to hang out. You're all fucking.
I don't even think they'll watch it.
I actually do, to be honest with you, because there are some weeks where I'm like, I'm kind of tired. Maybe we should take this week off. And then I'm like, no, people like it, and I don't want to
It
skip.
helps a lot of people, man.
So I do feel, without sounding arrogant, I guess there is a small sense of responsibility. But before we go, I like this little segment that we added last week, and I want to do it again. Last week, we watched Craig Titus and King Kamali pose down, which is really fun because they're both insane.
Is that the one that were like, yep,
Yeah,
yeah,
screaming, yeah.
yep, all right.
But so I picked a couple out this week that aren't as funny, but are still awesome.
Hi, and Phil.
This is pretty fucking amazing. These are the top 4 at the 91 Mr. Olympia. It's really pixelated though, so I don't know if we should watch this.
No, it's good.
Put a lineup though.
Look at the fucking physique.
Lee Labrada is so handsome.
He was.
Oh, this is just the calling out the placings. They're not posing down.
Yeah, it's just the final 4.
Vince Taylor was awesome.
Look at these physiques though, man. Fucking Jesus. Like,
They look like they're just covered in fucking olive oil.
Yeah, really shiny.
This is Lee's last win, right? Yeah.
yeah. All right, let's go to this. This is better. I got Ronnie.
That's-
Ronnie and Jay.
Ronnie J, 2001. Listen to the crowd.
Yeah.
Fuck, Jay looks sick.
That's
Eh?
my favorite J look right there, man.
His tan is so nice too.
It's
Jay's
just
team was always good.
look how balanced he is there. Holy fuck!
Look at that shot on Jay. Jeez.
Look at Ronnie though.
Ronnie, man.
Look at this fucking arms and shit. This is like Jay looks like his little fucking brother. Like fuck, man.
And Jay's huge. Like, so to make Jay look small, fuck.
Oh man, these are fucking wild physiques.
Ronnie posed his legs so close on that, but it
Yeah.
looked so sick when he was that big.
He only did it on that pose,
Dude,
though,
that
didn't he?
chest, that's wild.
Yeah, Jay's level of polish here was just outrageous.
Okay, without getting into a generational debate, are we still seeing these kind of physiques?
No. Next.
No, we see better in some aspects and worse in others, you know?
Like,
Have we seen better than Ronnie yet, you guys think?
like think
Oh
about
my God, no.
I don't think so either.
no, not Ronnie. Ronnie's the king. Fucking, there's no.
No chance, Paul. No chance.
Yeah. That's just something different.
Look at how much muscle just standing there.
I know.
Look at his fucking legs. It blows my mind when people even try to make comparisons with Ronnie because it's just not.
You know what's amazing though? Like, this is like, what, 1990 what?
2001.
Oh, 2001, okay.
Yeah.
But still, like 24 years has passed by and no one's surpassed that look yet.
Well, that's for a couple reasons, Paul. Nobody, first of all, the bodybuilding landscape changed because they're like, we're not rewarding stomachs anymore.
Mhm.
So then Phil Heath came along and they were like, this is fucking perfect. He's massive. He's aesthetic. He doesn't have a big waist. It fits our criteria. And then that criteria is kind of carried over to our generation. So guys are,
Ronnie's aesthetics as a whole were pretty good, though.
Yeah,
well,
like,
no, here they are because it's
Yeah.
still 2001, but it got worse as they went, right?
yeah.
But I think that's one aspect of it. The second aspect of it is too, there's nobody the size of Ronnie to chase.
You mean like there's no one, like, because Ronnie was the biggest of the time, everyone was chasing that? Was that what you mean?
Yeah, like people were like, how are we going to beat Ronnie? How can you beat Ronnie Coleman? The only way to beat Ronnie Coleman is to be his size. That's why Jay got so fucking big.
Right.
So everybody was trying to get to Ronnie's size. That's why everybody was taking massive amounts of drugs and doing everything possible to fucking. But all it did was kind of make everybody's guts bigger, and nobody ever accumulated the kind of mass that Ronnie had.
Mm-hmm.
So then they had to make a correction, and they're like, okay, we can't have this because everybody looks like shit. We need to bring the waist down, and everybody has to be more aesthetic. But the reason I think it got out of hand is because in the 90s, everybody was chasing Dorian. And then in the 2000s, everybody was chasing Ronnie.
Yeah, makes sense.
And now you have, the guys winning the Olympia are not the mass monsters. Like fucking Samson is the biggest guy in the league. But
Yeah, but Samson's like a mass monster.
No, he's
Well-
a mass, but I'm saying he's still aesthetic. But
Yeah.
the second point to that is Derek is not a mass monster and he's beaten Samson. So the bodybuilding psyche says, I don't have to be the biggest. I have to look the best.
Yeah.
Whereas in the past, it was size was first.
Yeah.
Right. So I think,
well, like to a point, but like you also in those days, you still had, Sean Ray and these guys placing in the top 4 of the Olympia.
right. I'm not
Flex
saying,
Wheeler.
I'm not saying,
Yeah.
it didn't, but size won the day.
Size
Yeah.
was king back
Yeah,
then.
it was a deciding factor.
Dorian was the biggest guy, and I love Dorian Yates, so please nobody take offense to this, was not the best in 96 and 97.
No.
But he was the biggest, so he kept winning. And then Ronnie,
And in the best condition.
yeah. And then Ronnie, I mean, arguable 2006, 2005, maybe he's got a little bit out of control, but like people are looking around going, okay, the biggest guy is just winning. It's the biggest guy. I mean, he's also the most complete and also the most conditioned, but it was the biggest fucking guy. And usually size was the issue because, like, if you looked at like Dexter Jackson, for example, Dexter always looked fucking incredible, but kept losing to guys bigger than he was.
Yeah.
Until he put on enough size that there wasn't enough of a discrepancy, and they finally like let him start winning.
Yeah, and Jay was off that year, and yeah.
But I'm not talking about just Olympias. I'm talking about just regular shows.
General.
Yeah.
Like if you went to regular shows, like Marcus Rule beat Dexter Jackson.
Yeah.
There's no world in which Marcus Rule looks better than Dexter Jackson.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But he was fucking way bigger than he was. So they're like,
Yeah.
Marcus Rule.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Right. So I don't know. That's the thing.
What else clips you got?
That's it. I just pulled out those two.
Oh, I'll find another one.
What do you want to see?
I don't know. What else is good?
Let's take a Flex Wheeler one.
Yeah. What's that fucking crazy Flex Wheeler year?
93.
93, 4?
Flex Wheeler, 93. Let's see what this looks like.
Or like a Phil Heath 2010 Arnold,
Look at this fucking physique. Holy shit. Look at that shit.
His arms were outrageous there.
That's fucking nuts, man. Look at that.
Yeah.
That doesn't you can't get any, I don't know. That doesn't get any better than that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very pretty.
Spilled my soda in my freezer. If you're wondering what I'm doing.
Look at that.
He oiled those arms up so nicely, but it still looked good,
Yeah.
That's because it might
You think
not
they knew that back then, though?
Yeah, but wait a minute. That might not have been oil. That might have been Esiclin,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Escalon was big in those days.
right? Because it's still very feathered. It doesn't
Yeah.
look,
Yeah, it doesn't look like oil.
Let's go back. Here we go. Right here. Boom.
Try that stuff?
Yeah, I got it from you, guy.
Look at this.
No, that was
shit.
Nolotol, you dope.
Oh, that was Nolotol, sorry.
That's the same thing.
Was it?
Yes.
Won his first professional title.
Remember back when bodybuilding was on ESPN?
Yeah. If Flex Wheeler was around now, would he be the classic Mr. Olympia?
I know, I was thinking that myself when he was
Because
first.
he's probably
Look at this Hunter.
because Flex Wheeler's probably 215 pounds there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
215, 218, yeah. Which would still be too heavy for his height, though.
Wasn't he 5'8", 5'9"?
5'9", yeah. I mean, he'd be a little heavy, but he could make it
Look at
down.
his fucking
You think that's a? I mean, he's classic, but you think he would have been classic?
I think he could have.
Well,
been
he would have
both.
had to be bigger in today's bodybuilding for sure.
Look at the fucking conditioning.
Just
on
like
it.
you had to be
feathering.
bigger to win there,
Is the most outstanding definition. Look at the split he's doing right now.
This is Andrew Jacked now,
Yeah.
Bodybuilding, anyone be so flexible.
Oh,
and he can
dude.
do
This is...
particular pose
Look at that fucking shit. That's art, man.
Yeah.
We don't have a physique like this nowadays.
No, because guys are too big. You can't be this nice and detailed and be 260,
No, you can't. No, you can't.
You think?
each of those poses.
But you know what, Ian? You know what, Ian? I don't even know if there's a classic physique that's this nice right now. This is a
No.
very, very beautiful physique.
No, I agree 100%.
Do you think he's the greatest non-Mr. Olympia ever?
Muscular pose. Look at the
I would say him or Kevin.
great abdominals.
I think he's better than Kevin.
Again, another
I think he's
split
better than
now.
Kevin too. I think Kevin has got a charisma about him that everybody loves.
But Kevin missed too many parts,
I think if we're talking about strictly just bodybuilding and not taking the character into consideration, Flex Wheeler is a better bodybuilder.
Yeah, way better back, better legs.
I just biasly like Kevin.
That's what I'm saying. It's if you take the charisma out of it.
Look, see that? Oh, never mind.
Oh, Lonnie Teeper.
Look at this Arnold lineup. What the fuck?
Yeah, Flex, Gunter.
See, Ian, if you were
Dexter,
second,
Chris.
if you were second at this Arnold, I'd be impressed.
I would have smoked these guys.
Dennis James, Kevin Levrone, Chris Cormier, Dexter Jackson, Gunter, and fucking Flex Wheeler.
I would have won this year.
Do you think we'll ever see a lineup that's stacked with the top 6 like that?
Yeah, I do. We see it nowadays. I mean,
We see it now. It's just there's a nostalgia to the names. You know?
Yeah.
Well, there's also beautiful physiques. Don't just it's not just the names. These are
no, but I'm saying like it's just different, but the lineups are still great like this.
Look at Dennis, eh? Fucking looks good.
That's Dennis on the far right there, right?
Yeah, Dennis used to look really, really good. Well, I shouldn't say used to. Like like everybody else has got a little bigger as he got older, but he was a really good bodybuilder.
Mm-hmm.
Look at fucking Dexter, eh? Just the same every fucking year. Just got a little bigger, a little bigger, a little bigger. Look at him. He looks the same as when he won the Olympia. He's just smaller.
Yeah.
I don't know how Gunter beat Ronnie. That's just not possible.
He looked good there. He looks crazy here though.
Still. The difference in Flex Wheeler's condition from 93 to 2000 is like crazy.
Yeah.
He was so much better when he was younger.
Yeah, he's starting to be
incredible.
As he started getting bigger, he started losing some of his lines, I think.
I wonder too, Paul. I think as guys get older in their bodybuilding careers, they figure out what they can get away with.
Yeah.
They look like you could see Flex like in today's, he would be very small compared to today's guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That doesn't look like Kevin Levrone. Kind of does, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it is pretty wild that Gunter beat Ronnie though. That was a GNC.
Yeah.
Remember these? Fucking oh, it's not this. That's not what I thought it was.
Fucking like a house there.
Same stage, Arnold
All right.
Schwarzenegger.
Let's welcome on.
Flex Wheeler, fucking legend. Okay,
Yeah.
Paul, say a prayer. Let's go home.
Let us bow our heads.
I'm not singing.
I don't sing.
Come on,
Dear
Come
leader,
on. Make it a good one.
we give thanks for all of the gifts bestowed upon us.
What gifts?
I don't know. I'm just trying to be thankful for stuff this time. Everyone says I'm not thankful for anything. I just make it about myself. So
You're not very thankful.
So now you're lying?
But you can't just make stuff
I'm
up.
thankful for
Now you're
stuff.
lying mid-prayer?
Okay, hold
I'm
on.
thankful for all the blessings that I have.
Let's start over. You can't be thankful for nothing. Like you have to be thankful for something.
Okay. I'm thankful to have friends like you guys. I'm thankful that at 52 years old, I can still have some decent weight. I can still get a good pump. So as we move forward and fight the daily battles, run the daily races, let us be guided by the light that you shine on us. And
doing pretty good, Paul. Keep going.
Yeah,
You're on a roll. You're on a roll. You're on a roll.
yeah. I got to close it off now. That is the hard part. So in keeping that in mind, for that we give thanks and go in peace. And, amen.
Peace.
Okay, boys.
Amen.
All right, guys.
Bye bye.
See you guys.